Oh, let's see. Is mic on? All right, we're working. Yo, are we good? Okay, I'm back. I'm finally back. All right, season 2. I had to go back and I had to rewatch the last live stream. I remember where we left off. It was literally right as we got kidnapped by Carver. Yo, Master, what's going on? Well, let me make sure I have my actual good. Okay, yeah, not this one. All right, yeah, we'll do this one. Hold up, give me 1 second. Should be all right. We should be vibing. All right. Real quick. Okay, it was okay. It was episode 3. I remember it. Sorry, I am late. You gotta be kidding me. What the heck happened? Bruh. Bruh. Everything is just freezing for me. I don't know. Everything is freezing for me. Hold on. I do not like it when everything randomly freezes for me. I have literally not streamed to like do this. But I guess, you know, it wants to freeze, I guess. Alright. Alright, we're chilling. Okay. Alright, we should be okay. Alright. Everything on my end probably just lagged. I think we should be good, okay? I think that we should be okay. Alright, we're good. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear the game. Alright, episode 3. I had to rewatch
on The Walking Dead.
episode 2, but I do still remember what we did.
Who do you think did this?
Think about it. You're Carver, what do? What's the most important thing in this world? Clem, it's
All right.
family.
People like Matthew aren't coming back.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, we thought that. Yeah, I remember that. Like he was gonna back him. Okay, I remember that too.
Rebecca, our baby deserves to be raised in a place of safety.
Go to hell, you fuck.
We're going home as a family.
I remember. Okay. Now I remember everything. Came in to lodge, kidnapped me, and the whole entire group. We ended up here. Okay. Did you react to the Marvel Spider-Man 3 show? I haven't reacted to it yet. I know I gotta get caught up on it because like there's 2 videos from Evan that I need to watch.
Yeah, 1 second. Thanks for coming with me. It's scary out here. I know they made you. It's still nice that you came.
They told me to. You think I want to stand here listening to you pee?
Yeah, still, you could have said no.
They've got guns. I don't think I could have.
Well, I'm done. We can go.
Everything come out all right, girls?
Troy, get them tied up.
Will do.
Well, we're on our way.
Cause I know that Evan did
Minutes
2
out.
videos
Make sure
with
everyone's prepped. Emotions might be running high.
Iron Gen, and then
If I find out you've been wasting fuel to keep that fucking heater going, I'll
Dot
let you
dropped a
walk
couple
back.
videos. I've been playing nothing but Marvel Rivals ranked because I need to hit Grandmaster again.
It ain't polite to listen to other folks' conversations. Has anyone ever taught you that? Where's your manners?
Bro, you kidnapped us, bro. Like,
No, stop! Don't hit my friend!
You don't want to test me, girl. I'll pass every time.
Leave her alone!
Tie her up and throw her in with the rest of them.
In.
Are you guys okay?
The hell did he do to you? Hey, did he hurt you? Hey! Hey!
but I don't remember everything. Oh, I said, what's good? It's been a minute since you played. It has been a minute, Country. What's good? I remember everything. I had to rewatch the last step. I had to rewatch the last 2 streams. So I was like, okay, I remember this. Oh, and by the way, another thing. They're already talking about balance patching Marvel Rivals again. I'm like, bro, we're like a couple of weeks into the season, and like y'all already want to nerf?
All right, we gotta do something. Come on. Anyone got anything sharp? Anything? We need to get these bindings
Really
off.
buggy. Why would they hold
Hey,
up?
Clem, help me.
Pause. Hold up. Wait. Why would they give Bucky a buff? He can team wipe. Why would you give him another buff? Why would you hold up? Hold up. Like, why would you give him a buff whenever he already has episodes as a team wipe? I have been team wiped by a Bucky before. Actually, twice. We didn't really count that last time because like I just got solo ulted. Like there was like a couple times where I've been solo ulted by Bucky and I've been team wiped. But you decide to give him a buff. The thing that needs nerfing more is his ult. That's the thing that needs nerfing more is his ultimate. It should not be able to one-shot, two-shot anybody.
find something to get these off. Anything sharp that could cut these.
What is that? Guy in the red shirt.
The hell is wrong with you people? We gotta get out of here.
The truck's empty.
First off, we're in it, so it ain't exactly empty. If you don't want to help, then
From
just
what I
say so,
remember,
okay? I'll do it myself.
it was
We're
something
in a
from at
fucking
least like what I
precarious
remember.
position here. We gotta do something about that.
Settle down, Kenny. They took everything.
Exactly.
You have to
He
keep a
needs to
level
be
head.
nerfed.
He's right.
Super nerfed. Exactly.
Bill
There's a
like
reason why so many
Bill.
people are putting Bucky
This
at
whole
S tier.
time it's Carver, Carver, Carver. Now he's fucking Bill. Oh, I see what it is. Y'all are just getting a ride home, aren't you? That's what's going on here.
Say
Yo.
that again.
I'd stay out of this, boy.
Mister, I ain't a boy.
No, right. You're a man.
You don't understand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Kenny?
Different. It's worse.
Fuck
They're
are you
adding
talking
Gambit.
about?
He wants to punish us.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Oh, he gave me a pretty good goddamn idea back at the lodge. And I don't intend to sit around here and let that happen to the rest of us.
Hey, I was
I'm
trying
trying to
to.
help.
I'm sure Walter really appreciated your help.
Like you helped Alvin. That's not fair. You're blaming him for the actions of a madman.
I am pointing out that regardless of intent, there are consequences to rash actions. Something that he seems to be misreading as capitulation.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but I know it's bullshit. We have to do something.
Kenny, you can't reason with him.
Oh shit. Jackpot.
Sit down. You're going to get us all killed.
Y'all don't know what you're talking about. We get cooped up in some kennel like a bunch of fucking dogs. It's over.
You don't.
By the way, plus another thing that I'm just gonna point out about the Bucky buff, all that's going to do is just make him get banned more.
Yeah? Well, I've been in this situation before. You ever been a prisoner?
Stop fighting! Please.
All right. Now we're talking.
Carver will be on the other side of that door with 10 people.
There, baby. It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
At this point, maybe Luke is the only hope we have.
If he was gonna do something, he'd have done it by
This is the
now.
first playthrough, yeah.
Who knows what he's dealing with? Anything can happen out there.
I'll tell you what happened. He abandoned us.
You don't know
Bugs.
I know he ain't here.
He may not be around, but he wouldn't just leave us behind.
That guy's a flake. I could tell the second I set eyes on him.
Luke will help us.
Oh yeah? When? After that crazy fucks killed us all?
He had to have watched season 6 and
Hey,
season 7,
look,
so he knows. By the way, apparently there's a power scaling video
Okay,
over who
let's
would
do
win,
this.
Joel or
What exactly do you expect
Rick.
to do?
I'm gonna punch the first son of a bitch I see. Then I'm gonna take his gun and use it to shoot the next son of a bitch I see.
Just sit down.
Shut up, Doc. This ain't your call. Hey, just, if something happens, just help out, okay? Don't, you know, get yourself hurt or nothing, but any help would be good. Hey, Clem, look at me. You trust me, right?
He doesn't have power in our project. No, it's
Kenny,
Danko.
please, just
He makes no
listen
sense.
to them. They know him, what he's capable of.
Maybe we should wait. Maybe come up with a different plan.
Okay, hon. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Everybody ready?
Fantastic
Kenny,
for
are you okay?
Is he okay?
I think so.
Oh, what hit me?
It's probably for the best.
Goddamn brakes ain't working for shit.
All right, up and at him.
The
We're
fuck?
trying to better our weapons,
How'd you
yeah.
get your restraints off? Come here.
We've got some familiar faces back with us tonight. Now, I understand some of you are confused.
We've seen the ones who live. He might be Joel there.
They
Yeah.
left us as they did.
I think I've got an idea.
Now, it might not come all at once, but time will heal these wounds. So be
Well, I mean, I would say like Joel's better at like long
Take
range,
solace in knowing that they're here to help us make our home.
but I understand close range he wins.
All these feelings you have of anger, betrayal, hate, they're all
Well, like it said in the game that
No one
Joel
needs
used to be a
forget
hunter.
what they did, but we do have to find it in our hearts to forgive them.
Look how much food they have.
Oh, I hope you ain't saying what I think you're saying.
So like,
Many of you already know.
I would
large
say
herds
Joel wins just based off of the fact that
gather just south of us.
Come on.
He would be able to track and he would be able
Wait
to
until
act the
morning.
most
We're all
sense of
exhausted.
setup.
Rest
Just come the
assured that
fuck
if it
on.
does turn our way, it's nothing we can't handle. Some
I
of
need
you
him.
have
I need my
voiced
dad.
concerns about the need
I can't. He looks after me.
They have been taken into consideration. However, this is not up for debate. The expansion project will move forward.
I see everyone say Danko doesn't make any sense. He doesn't.
I'm sorry. I know you're scared.
I thought we'd never come back here. My dad said we wouldn't.
Well, that is the
I
dude
wish I
that's
could
trash.
talk to him.
He
I
plagiarizes.
will. Thanks, Clem.
And with the added manpower joining us this evening, I have no doubt that we will continue
Make sure
to
y'all
grow
stay off the
and
fence.
prosper.
Bill can
It's
see
no
you for
longer
messing
enough
with it.
just to survive. It's our obligation to make this community a beacon of hope.
Like he rips from like he rips an idea from Crisis. He also
A bright light, bright enough to shine in all this darkness.
he ripped an idea from Crisis.
What we'll do.
Y'all best
Read
get some
articles
rest.
from
Ain't gonna be
Game
much for
Rant
tomorrow.
ranking the top 10 of
Working
anything.
hard.
That's for you.
Yeah, it would be. Fucking Bill. Keeps me out in the cold, but at least I'll be comfortable.
Hey guys.
Reggie! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What did they do?
I mean, for me, like I do a variety.
This could've
Like
been
for me,
worse,
like I do a
trust
variety
me.
aside from
Lucky to be alive.
power scaling.
It's my fault.
But
No,
I
it's
know
really
whatever.
not.
Like I knew
I
that
would
whenever
tell
like I
you
was
as
watching,
it
I was like, wait,
was.
something weird is
This
going on here.
happened
He's
well
reading an
after you
article.
guys left. I guess I should say
Reggie
it's nice
helped
to see
us
you, but
when we
this
ran
is
away.
also a bummer.
Well, at the time, I didn't know that he was reading an article until like I watched Tyler's video.
He's nice. You should meet him. I guess you will, actually.
That and
Yeah,
all
I've
of
been
his
working
that and
outside.
most of his
Worker
tweets where he says a character
snuck
could be the
up on me
character,
while I was
it's literally
hammering
based off.
something.
Oh, they fight
I
regular
needed to rip the
humans.
arm off quick.
This is nothing new.
My life.
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
Look, it was my choice to help you guys.
Hey, Reggie.
Oh, hey Troy.
Don't go fucking up now. Bill's real close to letting you out of here. You make sure things stay nice and quiet out here tonight.
That's,
and I'll
I guess
be
that
sure
makes
to
sense
let
on how he
Bill
gets
know
all
just
of
how
on how he
helpful
gets all the
you
info.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can count on
Don't
me.
get me wrong. Like you can
Thanks,
get
Troy.
some of the info
Don't
from
mention it.
articles, but like don't specifically like read that. Because like I made a Mercer video.
Right.
I made an
Let me
Alex
introduce
versus
you.
Insomniac
We
Venom
were with
video,
them when we got caught.
and
Hey, I'm Reggie.
That's Sarita.
not any, and like I pretty much
That's Kenny.
used those statements, but put them in my
Hello,
own words.
Who are you? This freaks you out. It's okay. Freaks me out too sometimes.
My name's Clementine.
It's very nice to meet you, Clementine.
He also biased on Batman. Wait, who did he say that Batman could beat?
Hey, where's Carlos?
Bill's already got him looking at some.
Because if you're
folks.
saying that Batman
okay.
can beat Spider-Man,
What about Pete?
Can you guys save it for the morning? Some of us gotta be up early.
Who's that?
I don't know.
I don't recognize the voice.
No problem. Sorry about that.
Batman versus Daredevil is closer.
Okay,
Well,
that's
they-
Mike. He's
No, it
kind
was
of a
Batman
dick when
versus
he's
Daredevil and
tired,
someone else.
But, like I said, he saved my life, so...
If it's
I
Daredevil
brought
versus
protection.
Nightwing, I
Felt
saw.
really
I was gonna
outside
watch
the
that,
wall.
but after I watched
I'm
Crisis'
so
video,
sorry.
Stop with all the sorry. It was my choice. Besides, he said
I
once you were
agree
all
with this
gone, he'd let
Nightwing
me
take.
rejoin the group, so I'm glad you're here. I'm just joking.
I know.
I mean, he did say that.
I
but-
agree that
not happy
Daredevil
about it.
versus Batman is closer
She's
than it's
watching us.
closer.
What's that?
The woman over there is watching us.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, so she's fucking weird. They found her sneaking around outside the camp covered in guts and just like the grossest shit.
It's probably best not to stare.
I know how it must look, but it's really not that bad here.
Reggie.
No, I'm serious. Where else are you going to find food like we have? We've got the canned stuff, and now with the greenhouses coming along, we've got fresh food. The building's getting more and more secure all the time, mostly through forced labor, but that's only temporary. They've even got the solar panels working. When was the last time you had electricity, huh?
Well, we just came from a lodge with a wind turbine.
It's
and-
not a competition. I'm just saying, it's not as bad as you think. We're building something.
Oh, by the
great
way, I'm
here,
playing The
guys.
Last of
A
Us.
real
By the way, I'm playing The
community.
Last of Us Part 2
Bill is
tomorrow because
making it happen.
tomorrow's I think.
Look,
episode
I've
4.
made mistakes,
Oh, wait, 3,
and
my
he's
bad.
forgiven me.
That doesn't make up for what he's done, Reggie.
I know that, but I'm starting to see what this place offers. I didn't before, and with the accident, it's just that much more important now.
Carver killed my friend Walter.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but maybe he had his
He
reasons.
killed Alvin too.
Listen, I'm really close to getting let back into the group. Once that happens, I can do a lot more to help you guys be more comfortable.
Comfortable? What do you think this
I
is?
just don't want you to mess things up for me. I've worked really hard to get to this point. Will you please just try not to cause any trouble? At least until they release me. Then, once I'm out, I could help you more. Maybe even help get you out.
We won't get you
Alright,
in
deal.
trouble.
They're expecting me to keep things in line out here.
Well, if Carver's such a great guy, I'm sure you've got nothing to worry about.
We can at least talk about it more in the morning. Just have a quiet night and chat again tomorrow.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Look, the fact is,
Is
Bill had
Oblivion
every
that
reason
good?
to kill me when
I
helped you
have
guys,
never played
but he
Elder Scrolls.
didn't. Obviously, I don't know what happened while you were all gone, but he's given me a second chance, and I know he'd do the same for you.
Reggie, I don't want a second chance. After what he did to Alvin, I want him dead. I need to sit down.
Yeah, come on. Sarah, can you go see if there's something for her to drink?
Okay.
Yeah, there's water over by the benches. Ah, that didn't go as planned. Should have actually made a plan.
Man, fuck that guy. I don't think we can trust him. I mean, clearly he's already drank too much of the Kool-Aid.
I think he's just scared.
Everybody.
Okay, I've been playing the Days Gone remaster. I was playing it last night.
Nutcase. You gotta take a look around. We gotta know if there's anything we can exploit to get out of here.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really good.
And have to wriggle our way out.
Well, what should I be looking for?
Stuff that they don't want us to know about. That Troy asshole's gone for now. This is our chance. Don't worry about Reggie. I'll go help run interference on him. Walker just snuck up on you, huh?
Yep, I was distracted. Just wasn't thinking. There's all kinds of noise, hammering and
I
stuff.
would say like it's actually like
I saw its shadow
probably.
and moved in front of one of our work lamps down here and knocked it
I mean, I am playing my PS4 saved because I got that imported over there.
Hey, Clem, come on. Don't be like that.
She ain't doing nothing wrong, Reggie. Just relax.
I will say like
Can
so
I
far
relax
like
when
you
she's
can actually
walking
like feel
around
the impact.
touching everything?
Like the graphics, it looks better for the remaster than it does for the PS4.
I saw a fella try that a few months ago. Just ended up bleeding out. Ended up turning anyway.
Yeah, like I said, it felt like Mike had done it before. He had a tourniquet on me real quick.
I might call Mind's Eye. I'm thinking about Mind's Eye.
I didn't treat him very well these last few weeks. Things got so complicated so fast. It became all about getting through each day.
What is Mind's Eye? It's kind of like
Hard to remember the
it's
last time I told him
it's
how I loved
apparently from
him. Been racking my brain.
apparently it's the game's made by a couple of ex-Rockstar devs.
I'm sure he knows. In his heart, I'm
Yeah, it's kind of
sure
like
he
GTA.
knows.
I hope that's true. All right, get going. I'll be fine. I appreciate you checking up on me.
5 minutes. And that's when I thought I should really get out ahead of this.
Yo, don't tell me that they're in here with zombies again.
Hey, Clem.
Nick?
Just thinking about Luke. There's no way he's gone. That he left. About it. 'Cause me, I've known him for damn near 20 years now, and I can't buy it. Of course, I can't say the thought never crossed my mind.
Giga
Things
Gamer, what's going on?
change. Whole damn world changed. Yeah, he's still out there. You watch.
Why wouldn't he help us before we got here?
I don't know. I just know he's out there still. He's smart. Smarter than me, that's for sure. Guess I'll try and get some sleep. You should too. We're gonna ride our asses tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically that game. Yeah, doing your thing, Tristan, no problem.
Looks rickety.
If anything, I'm waiting for Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei is gonna be big. But GTA 6 comes out.
Guess it's better than the ground.
It's not.
I have to respect Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch has nothing but respect if they're dropping it before GTA.
Hello?
Get lost.
Latest 2020, latest 2025. Like at the end of the year, I bet it's December. It might be December, but like then again, it was on most anticipated game for this year, last year. So it's kind of like.
What? Reggie asked me to be good, so I'm being good. I don't want him to get in trouble. I'll talk to you later.
Nah, I can't even walk through here. So it's kind of like it has to drop this year because like it won the award without even showing up.
Well,
GTA 6 is gonna be GTA 6 is gonna be great. Ghost of Yotei is about to be insane.
The fences seem pretty strong.
Yeah, they do. All right. A whole house full of building supplies? I guess it ought to be.
Sick. If it's gonna be, this is gonna sound crazy. If it's way better than, here's the thing. If it's gonna be like Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's like I've already seen that it's already similar to Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm like, if it's not gonna be like Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm already seeing so much stuff in there that doesn't like Assassin's Creed Shadows already.
Some of these folks ain't too keen on leaving. It's up to us to figure out a way out of here. You up for it? It's your decision.
Do I have a choice?
Of course.
Really?
Nah, not really. You gotta do this one. Now get some sleep. We'll need it.
I've been. Dang.
What?
Get up. Bill's gonna have a word.
What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Did I put moss? You gotta put moss in there? BKSG. Die.
There's been increased walker activity along the fence, so be mindful when outside the walls. The herd's moved a little closer as of this morning, but that still doesn't necessarily mean we'll be hit.
So it's TV.
No, we're monitoring the situation. Now, there are some
bro, the
folks
amount
might
of
be
people
sore
that
about
were,
what
the amount of
happened
people that are
and how
down bad
things
for that are down bad for TV
that's
Heavy
all
after
in the
episode
past
2 is
now.
crazy.
Some of you are new to our community. Some of you are members who went astray. But know that you can find redemption here, forgiveness, by proving your worth through what will undoubtedly be hard work. Reggie, you're nearly back in. Keep following the path and we'll welcome you back with open arms.
How'd you sleep?
Let Reggie be an example to you all.
So tired.
Salvation is available, but
I didn't
must be
even realize
earned.
She is, well, like,
Kenneth
yeah.
will be taking over Reggie's duties outside
So many
the
people were
walls.
down bad after that.
Michael will continue on showing
just thought
his
it was
value.
nice to finally...
Carlos!
Whoa!
Yes?
Your child seems to be in need of correction.
I'm sorry. Sarah, apologize to Mr. Carver.
Sorry, sir.
No, that ain't gonna cut it. I can't have this kind of behavior on day one of your reform. You discipline her now, Carlos.
How do you propose that I...
One good smack across the mouth should do it. It'll make her think twice before opening it up again. Go on, we'll wait.
I'm not sure with my hand that I could...
Well, that's why you got two hands, Carlos. Come on. Not some namby-pamby thing, all right? A good hard smack. Otherwise, Troy here will do it for you. I don't think you want that. He can be overzealous. Is that the word?
If it means I'll slap the shit out of her, then yeah.
Go on, Carlos. Just get it over with.
No, you don't need to do that. She's already scared. She won't do it again.
Hey, no one's fucking talking to you.
Unless you want one of what she's about to get, I'd pipe down, Missy.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
Close your eyes, honey. It's only going to sting for a second.
Do it.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
Stop! You're not cuddling that girl anymore. Let her sit there and think about what she's done. Troy, get Carlos to his post. Everyone else should have their assignments. It's time to get to work.
God damn. You really knocked the shit out of her, Doc.
Everyone get to work.
You're working in the armory. Follow me.
Soil, coming up.
God damn this thing.
Oh, shit.
Clementine!
Who's this?
She's one of the new people. She was with Carlos and Sarah. And
Sarah? I wish she'd stayed gone.
she's had a hard time, Becca.
So have we. We're not sitting on the ground like babies.
That's crazy for the fact that they made 400 Days canon. They made 400 Days canon.
Hey, I
Sorry,
guess you're
down
starting
bad.
your day
Sorry,
with
down
me.
bad for game heavy look wise. Go back.
We're loading magazines.
By the way, so many people stopped watching the show after so many people stopped watching the show after that. Like after Joel
Wasn't
dying. I'm like,
truthful when I came across y'all at the lodge, and I was shown a kindness I never would have expected from a group of strangers.
well, what did I expect?
But now folks are dead, and I can't help but feel I'm to blame. But the plan was for no one to get hurt. I truly believe that was the intent.
Carver's the one who pulled the trigger. He's to blame.
Yeah, but I surely didn't help matters.
By the way, make sure you guys like the
Thought
stream.
If I was the one that found everyone, I could control it.
And they're doing the exact same thing.
Everyone's safe. But that ain't how it went. I
Same thing Walking Dead
apologize.
season 6 and 7. You know,
Don't account
yeah.
for much, but it's all I can offer right now. How was your first night in the yard?
I'm ready
I know
for.
it ain't so comfortable,
I've been
but
watching a lot of
it's safe.
Walking Dead Dead City, so.
which is more than I can say about a lot of places out there.
You mean my first night in prison?
It ain't a prison, more of a work release.
Didn't they do those in prisons?
Well,
I caught up to it.
I don't know.
And can I
Never
just say,
been to
so many
prison.
people that are comparing
no one.
Negan was
Trying to keep a
likable.
tough
Exactly.
reputation.
Actually, speaking of that, since we're
I was
on that,
supposed to go.
so many people that watched that episode, so many people are comparing Joel dying to Negan killing Glenn.
When Luke and Carlos and all them left, I was planning on leaving too. When Luke approached me about it, I
So you
thought
went
it
on the
was
walking
crazy.
war?
I mean, we're safe here. We got power, we got food. And Bill, he wasn't always like this.
You attacked them instead?
Wait,
Hey,
walking
I didn't
war?
attack anyone. Bill did all that. I wasn't expecting any of that to happen. I just wanted
Abby, at
everyone
least
to be
here's
safe.
yeah.
Out there ain't exactly all flowers and rainbows. I justified not going by telling myself it's
I
easier
mean,
to
in-game
try and
death
change
is similar,
something that's broken than start all
except
over.
it's like Negan killed
Take
Rick
the
and
situation
Carl
with the
to
herd.
avenge him. Yeah.
That's the type of thing that rips a community apart.
But like, in a way with that, it's kind of like
keeps
people
things
will
in
like
mind.
interpret that
He's
way.
got a lot of this stuff figured out. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to be somewhere comfortable for a while.
Herds have come through before?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. We've always come out on the other end all right.
I've seen like so many people actually like
Something I
say
think
like
about whenever I
Abby
consider
avenged
living.
her dad, so it makes sense for Joel to, so it makes
And
sense
ain't
for
easy
that.
keeping a group
And I'm
this
like,
big, fed, and protected. I don't envy that position. Figured that'd make anyone a little stressed.
yeah, it makes sense.
I'm not defending what he did. That was... I'm alive because of him. That's just a fact.
He killed Walter and Alvin.
Only to protect his own people. Kenny could have killed us all.
But he didn't.
Alvin killed George when he escaped. He might not have meant to, but George died all the same. Ain't no saints in all this. Bill overreacted. He was in the heat of the moment, and he overreacted. Luke had ideas about how things should go, but they didn't line up with what Bill was thinking. They butted heads. Then Rebecca started showing, and that only made things worse.
Yeah.
Maybe Luke was right about him.
I mean, that's always
while
gonna
she
be
was
my
around,
stance.
but I
So
just
that's
hope
kind of
he's
like,
safe.
Hey, Bonnie, is that girl down there? I need to come get her.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay, I'll be right over.
I mean, that'll always be my stance on that.
I'm
like,
sure it's fine. Oh, almost forgot. I grabbed this for you.
But the one thing that I do want to see in the show, though, please give us,
What do you
please show us what Tommy was doing.
I found it at the lodge y'all were at.
We know what he did, but it's like we never saw it.
For scan. Had to wait for no one to be around to get it to you.
It's cool. I like it.
Well, I'm glad. I thought it was cute, but I didn't know what you'd think.
Right,
You
this
better
person
watch
someone else.
yourself.
Exactly.
I think some folks might be jealous of that cool jacket of yours.
Oh, there you are. What's with the ugly jacket?
Tavia.
What?
Like, there's already one person that said it's already doomed.
Come on.
And I literally have to explain it because like he hasn't even played the second game. Like he only watched, like he only watched the first. I want to say he only watched the first season. He didn't even watch the first season. He's going into the second season with like oh, this is horrible. I'm like, you only watched 2 episodes.
Stay in here for a minute. I'm gonna radio down and find out what you're doing. Don't touch anything.
Hey. You want a hug?
But then again, like
Okay,
when Joel died, like whenever like I first played Last of Us and I saw Joel die, I was like, yeah, I need to take a
I
break.
could just sneak up on you when you're not expecting it. My dad's never hit me before. Even when I was really bad. He never hit me. He didn't want to do it, Sarah.
I mean, I had to turn off the console for like I had to leave. I was like, yeah, let me take a break for a second. Let me just really think.
Carver's the one that hit you, not your dad. I guess so. Carver hit me super hard, because it still hurts like crazy. Yeah, it looked like it. Well, thanks for trying to help. I don't know why people have to be so mean. Like, even when I'm really mad, I still don't want to hurt anyone.
Don't mess this up.
Yeah, I get it.
Reggie's in charge here, okay? Listen to him
I was not
carefully.
even sure.
Yep, no problem, Tavia.
It was.
Okay, we gotta do.
I don't blame them.
The camp is.
I don't blame them if it's like it's
Come
their
on,
first
I'll
time
show
like
you.
seeing like such a
super easy.
crazy brutal death. I don't blame them for
Pick
not
up a pair of those
wanting to
shears.
watch it after that. I was one of those people that was
Okay,
like,
so we're picking these berries, right? Just pick them, put them in the.
I don't know. As a
basket,
person
simple.
that's seen like a lot of movies and played a lot of
While you're
games and
at it,
shows
if you
with
see any dead branches, take
very
those shears and cut them off and stack them
very
neatly
messed
for
up
composting.
deaths.
Got it? Hey, so, is she gonna be okay? 'Cause what happened down there? That was straight fucked up. I don't want her freaking out and getting me in trouble.
I'll take care of her. You don't have to worry.
Good, good.
I'm really
Sound
unused to
awful
it.
if
The
that's
the
not
most I would say like the
Look,
most brutal
you've let
death
it out for me
so
ever since I
far,
helped those guys escape, so
at least
I
this year
gotta
in
concentrate
shows,
on my work.
going to the last year shows too. Homelander ripping Webweaver apart.
That was awkward.
That is the
I won't
most
do that
brutal
again.
thing that I have seen
I'm
him
gonna go
do.
work now.
Even though it's way worse in the comics. He does way worse things in the comics. I would say the same things with Butcher in the comics too.
Hey. Here, watch me.
Butcher in the comics is the monster. But technically, Butcher's always been like that.
This isn't that hard, Sarah. I know, I'm just afraid I'll make a mistake. It won't be the end of the world if you do.
Yeah,
Just keep going.
I was gonna say that one 100% is up there.
Oh no.
That's way worse than it looked.
didn't
Yeah,
do
it's
any
way
of your
worse than the way
work,
it
Clem.
looked. But like Homelander ripping Webweaver in half is
checking
just like.
in. See how the new girls are working out. Reggie,
Yeah, Bill. Hey.
what the fuck happened in here?
Look, Bill, they're new, and me with my arm, it's just not the easy. I have one arm.
Shut up, shut up.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up. You better have an explanation for this. And I mean now.
Bill, please, just...
Sounds like you're about to give me an excuse when I asked for an explanation.
We'll get it done. Just give us some more time. We just...
Sarah, she didn't understand.
Nah, this ain't your fault. We talked about this, Reggie, didn't we? But you just don't get it, do you?
Get what?
Why don't you girls wait outside? Reggie and I have a few things to talk about.
Thanks for the help, girls.
Okay, what I feel like he's about to get knocked out.
What's wrong, Sarah? Are you okay?
Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out. I knew it.
Bill! No! 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 Please! Ah!
Weakness, incompetence, it puts us all at risk, and it won't be tolerated. You think about that the next time you're asked to do something. Get downstairs. Bonnie's got some stuff for you to do. Go!
Bro, I swear Sarah's gone.
Oh, hey. So, they want you to run some supplies out to the guys working at the expansion? Real simple, just take this over to them. That jacket looks real nice. I don't know what Tavia's talking about. What's wrong? Clem? You alright?
Reggie's dead.
What? What are you talking about?
Carver killed him. He pushed him off the roof.
Maybe it was just an accident.
That wasn't an accident. That wasn't an accident.
Listen to me. Take this stuff out to those guys and come straight back. Just be safe, okay? Now ain't the time to be calling attention to yourself. I need to go find out what happened. Hey, Troy! Clem's just gonna take them boys some nails.
All right.
Go on.
Hey, that ain't your concern.
Hey, get him outlined in
Get that
chalk.
stuff over to them boys. Just follow
I'm sorry,
them
Reggie's
cables.
outlined in chalk. Yeah, Marianne, what's going on? Welcome to the stream.
I ain't nobody's laborer. Fuck that. Let them do this shit themselves if it's so goddamn important.
Get your fucking hands off me,
You ain't
man.
gonna force me to do this bullshit.
Better graphics than PC more than mobile.
Or what? You gonna go tell on me?
I'm trying to help you, asshole.
What's up with Kenny getting into fights? Better graphics than PC more than mobile. That is true. What is up with Kenny always being a menace? Hold on. Relax,
Yeah,
bro.
this is a real help. Why don't you just worry about yourself?
Hey, we're gonna tell you this.
Carver killed him.
What?
You sure? Well, did you?
Shit! Fuck! Grab something!
Low key, we're in a bloater situation. Okay, it's like my 10th death. Alright, let me log.
Shit! Fuck! Grab something!
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. Let's go ahead and just deal with. Let's go ahead and deal with these zombies. No, 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 no. Hold up, how is he walking through here? He's from South Florida. I like how you called that. Yep, we use a screwdriver. Yep.
Get up. Get out of there. Come on. Make me save your ass. Jesus.
Oh, thank God you're okay.
All right, enough mushy shit. You get back inside right
Yeah, he's
fucking
definitely
now.
from South Florida.
I'm sure they got shit for you to do in there. Now! Think I'm fucking around? Now I gotta sit down here and babysit you assholes. Can't do a simple fucking patch job without me here cracking the whip?
The fact that you know that is crazy. Yo! Wait.
Stop! Hey, it's me.
Luke!
Yes. Man, bit the hell out of me. I think you drew blood. I'm all this way.
How many endings are there? I haven't made it to the ending yet.
I was worried. We all were.
It's good to see you too, kid. All right, listen, we ain't got much time. Okay, I followed y'all here best I could. Haven't had a
By the way,
night's
Trunks,
rest since
how are
y'all
you?
got nabbed. Well, it's the first chance I got to talk to somebody. They're everywhere. Okay, they got guards watching everything. Shh, shh.
Hey, I need you to
There's
help.
a herd of lurkers just
I need you to help.
It's bigger than
Please.
I've ever seen around these parts.
Carver mentioned that. Said he hopes it passes us.
How about season 1? There's multiple. There's like 5 you can get for season 1.
Yeah, I heard folks talking about that, but that ain't so. Okay, it's gonna hit this place. I know it is. Now, I don't know when, but it's coming and it's gonna be soon. See, I've been looking for places to get y'all free, but I haven't been able to find anything yet. They plugged up all the holes we used when we got out.
Are you feeling okay?
No,
No, I mean, yes. Sorry. I just could use some sleep, you know. Hard to rest when you think a lurker's about to get the jump on you at any moment. But yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, don't worry about me.
It seems dangerous.
Well, the whole situation's dangerous, but, well, we're in it now. It's what we got. We just need a plan. No way to get you.
That's Shazam?
And everyone.
Nah. Wait, Invincible back there, I saw. That's Adam Eve issue.
Luke.
No, that's not the Adam Eve issue. Wait, what?
Listen, Clem.
I'm seeing a lot of Invincible comics in the background.
Because I need you to get me one of those radios, okay?
I think I saw a Devil May Cry comic back there.
I just need to be able to tell y'all what's going on with them guards. You know, I'll figure out the schedule the patrols are on. I mean, they're all over the place, but I can keep an eye on them for y'all from out here. Look, we ain't gonna be able to shoot our way out of here, so we gotta be careful. We just gotta be smart, okay? We got a plan.
Okay, I'll get you one.
Thanks, Clem. I'm so glad I can count on you. Remember, you meet me here tomorrow. I'll try and be here.
Yeah, they have Invincible comics in the background. I'm seeing a Devil May Cry. No, I don't think that's Devil May Cry. I don't know if that's a Devil May Cry comic. That looks low-key more like a Wolfman comic.
I'm worried they,
Get out where I can see you.
Go on, get out of here.
I saw an Invincible comic back there, so I'm like...
Huh?
I was looking at comics. There's a whole store full of them.
Yeah? No shit.
I saw an Invincible comic back there. I freaked out. I was looking at like everything because like I was looking at the background and the first thing that caught my eye was the Invincible down like in like the down like in the right hand corner. I'll admit I am a comic nerd. That Invincible comic in there. I was looking in there, like, I think that I saw a Devil May Cry comic in there, but I might be wrong, because, like, there was a red cover with blue-looking characters, so I'm like, I don't know if that's a Devil May Cry character, or if, I don't know if that was Dante, or if that was...
Surrounded by weak men. I ain't letting my kid get raised around that. Get in here.
Hold up! Time out. Nah, let me stop. There's an Invincible issue in there, but like I would have to.
Make sure you
it's been a while since I've read Invincible.
And you won't end up over
I know what happens next season, by the way.
now, you might not believe this.
Even though they're gonna twist it, I know what happens.
I liked Reggie. He was a funny guy. He kept things light.
Sorry, I saw Invincible back there, and I started.
It's easy to let depression sink in during times like this.
Low key, it looked like it could have been the Conquest issue, but I don't think it was the Conquest. I don't think it was the comic book
That wasn't
Conquest.
his problem. He was weak of will and weak of character. And we can't have that around here. Not anymore. Not with what we got at stake. You have to be able to contribute.
You're a murderer. You can try and call it something else. But I know what it is. What it really is.
Listen, Clementine. It ain't murder. You see, Reggie put us at risk.
Don't they fight Thrag? And you know what
He's had a string
scene?
of screw-ups lately.
They don't do that scene, but they do fight Thrag next
Part of
season.
survival. It's one of the tough decisions that a weaker person couldn't make. It's why it falls to people like us to lead them to safety. You understand?
But that
Well,
scene
I
is
wish it was
after
different,
Thrag.
I do. But they are weak, and we are strong. That's why it's our responsibility to shepherd the flock, to keep them safe. It's their nature to follow, not to lead.
You know what I wish?
What's that, honey?
I wish Kenny had killed you.
And there's all the proof I need right there. You think anyone out there'd have the balls to say something like that? There's no way you could have lasted this long otherwise. I realized it back in that cabin. You were scared, but you looked me straight in the eye, kept your nerve. That's what we need. If we're gonna get through this, the next generation has to be stronger than the last to lead us out of this. Kids like you, raised the right way, the way my child will be raised. It ain't this hurt that keeps me up at night. We can handle that. It's not knowing if I got anyone to handle
No, it's Alvin's
I ain't
baby.
worried about that anymore.
He's Alvin's baby.
It's not your baby. It's Alvin's.
Well, even if that was true, it's mine now. All right, now.
Bill, you there?
Yeah?
Hold up, I'm seeing squares.
Bay door is jacked. Troy really knocked the shit out of it.
How bad is it?
Rails are tweaked so it won't shut all the way. I don't think it's an emergency or anything, but it's something Stan should take a look at when he can.
I'll get him on it. Out. That fucking idiot. Herd on its way, and he puts a goddamn ding in my door. Go on back out to the yard. It's almost supper time.
Hey, can we go back to the comic book store? Please? Go ahead and yank that copy of Invincible real quick.
What happened this morning? I don't know what that son of a bitch is gonna do next.
So you want to ring the dinner bell for a herd of walkers to show up? How is that better?
Cause this place will be fucking chaos when that thing hits. No one will be paying any attention to us. And that's when we go. It's our opening. We just gotta figure out a way to draw them to us.
A friend here wants to get us killed by lurkers before Bill can do it.
What is it with you?
That's what it sounds like to me.
You know that's not what he's saying, but it does sound dangerous.
This shit is all dangerous.
Kenny, do not speak to me like that.
Maybe Luke could help us. He's outside. He wants a radio to help keep an eye on the guards.
Thank you. That's the plan I vote for.
You know about Luke?
He flagged us down when Troy wasn't looking. Told us his plan. Mentioned he talked to you.
If Luke can tell us what's going on with the guards, we can use that to pick a good time to escape.
That seems reasonable.
Who knows when that'll be? There was a girl back at Crawford that used church bells to send walkers all over the city.
Yep.
We just need something really loud.
The PA system Carver is always using is quite loud.
There's some speakers outside the building, pointed toward the parking lot. I saw them when we were walking out to the work. Troy's always standing next to one of them.
I saw the controls. They're in Carver's office.
Hold up, I'm trying to make sure it's not lagging. I feel like it's lagging to me. Hold on. I feel like... Wait. Alright.
It's all controlled in Bill's office. There's a switch in there that'll turn them on.
How do you know that?
I used to make a lot of the announcements back in the day. I had it flipped on once. Luckily, there wasn't much around at the time to hear it. It's plenty loud, though.
That's perfect. We just gotta get into his office. Why didn't you say something sooner?
'Cause it doesn't change anything. This isn't a discussion about how to do it. It's a discussion about whether it's stupid. And it's still stupid. The sensible thing is to get Luke the radio and wait for an opening.
Islamic, what's good?
You're real difficult to deal with sometimes.
Kenny. No, that's all right. You ain't exactly a peach either.
We should get the radio to Luke. It doesn't hurt to have more information.
I agree.
Fine, fine. We can do that. But the herd is still what's gonna get us out of here. Maybe Luke can tell us where it's hitting from. Okay, so we get that turd radio. He keeps us posted on the herd's movement. We fire up the PA thing and bring the walkers to roll over this place.
And then what?
Get some guns and shoot our way out. I don't know. Whatever we can. We improvise.
And that's not a plan. You don't plan to improvise.
I figured out what your problem is.
Hey, it's actually a really good plan.
If the end of the plan is just to stroll through a herd of walkers, then you should know from the jump
The Walking
there's
Dead,
no
Walking
way
Dead
it's ever
speak.
going to work.
Actually,
The first
I do
season's
it all the time.
God, dude. The first season got me, especially episode 2.
Hush. What do you mean exactly?
Episode 2 was
You cover
insane.
yourself in their smell. Rub the walker guts all over you. They can't tell you from one of them.
Now I don't know who's crazier.
Trust me, I've walked through herds before. It works. You just have to keep calm and make sure you're good and covered.
You seem to know what you're talking about.
Lee figured that out.
What?
It's how we got out of the marsh house. Lee covered me and we walked right through.
Really? Holy shit. Oh, good one, Lee. All right, what are we waiting for? Let's get that stupid radio.
We still have to find a way to get in the stockroom.
I got a plan for that, too. Come on, kid. Gonna need your help.
Where the hell did she come from?
The building.
We just need to use the winch. She can just climb up from there. Then, just drop into one of the skylights over the stockroom. There are shelves and stuff for you to land on, so you probably won't fall to your death.
Great.
That thing breaks all the time. Unless something's changed, it won't support much weight.
Come on, up and at him.
Don't push her, Kenny.
She's our best bet. I mean that, Clem.
It's seems pretty flimsy.
This plan? Yeah, I agree with that. Clem, it's you or nobody, so you're nominated. We gotta get that rope down. Mike, you wanna boost her up?
Come on, kid.
Don't let go.
I got you.
After she won't go to the pub. Give me a lot of. Oh my gosh. It depends. How far does this thing go up, boy?
Try to hurry, all right? I don't think they're the sharpest guards in the world, but they're no idiots either. They see you're not in your bunk, we're all done.
We see the pub fight.
Shit, he's coming back. I gotta let you go. I can't stand here. Grab something.
Yo, we got it. I'm just gonna climb. Oh, wow. The horde is not even that far away. Okay.
Man, you're not gonna believe what I'm looking at. There's gotta be 2,000 or 3,000 of them out there.
The parking lot?
No, not in the parking lot. I can't see them all, but I see the dust they're kicking up.
So you're not sure?
What, about how many there are?
Yeah.
Alright, locked.
How can I be?
Fuck. I hope they pass by us.
God, yeah. You think we're ready this time?
I don't know. Bill thinks we are.
Of course he does. We thought the same thing last time.
No, you can't go through there. I want to just jump through the vent.
Is it enough, though?
We'll find out if they turn this way.
What if I just jump through the vent?
It's crazy about Reggie, huh?
Yeah.
You think Bill...
Go on.
It's just... I was wondering if you thought Bill maybe...
Let's go, Glenn.
Spit it out, Hank.
I don't think Bill was gonna let him back in.
Huh. You don't?
No. Do you?
I don't know. So really, no bullshit. You think we're ready?
I think so. The homestead, at least.
Oh, so they think that... Okay, so she... Okay, so pretty much every... Okay.
They're out there, just...
So pretty much every single soldier thinks that Reggie got kicked out.
It's driving me crazy. It's really unnerving.
I know what you mean. Figure we'd be used to it by now.
I wouldn't figure that.
You never got used to a light buzzing or anything?
A little different when it's dead human beings walking around.
I'll give you that one.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
Oh, your comments not disappeared. I don't even know what happened to it, honestly.
Yep.
What happened to it again?
Troy backed into it when we brought the prisoners, the new people in.
See, it's hard not to call them prisoners.
Anyway, I'm looking at it now. I don't think we have what we need.
Jesus, really?
We repurposed a lot of shit to get this place built. I can't say for sure if we even had the materials before we started expanding.
No.
I don't know about you, but it seems like we really shouldn't be doing this yet. Shouldn't we just wait until we need more space to make more space?
I don't know, Hank. Bill's got a plan. Look, let's say we call it for now. We'll talk later.
Alright, talk to you later.
Yep, later.
Out.
Out.
Oh, let me see. Oh, okay, so it's right as soon as... Okay, so it's like right as soon. Okay, there we go. Hurry! Okay, there we go.
You get him? Okay, jump down. I got you. We best get in bed. Troy will be back any minute. Well? You little devil.
There we go. This one is going to get a
Everybody
skill.
stay where you are. No need drawing suspicion.
That was so cool.
Thank you, Clem.
I told you you probably wouldn't die. Nice job.
Thanks.
Yep. Anyway, get some rest.
I don't see you could sleep like
I
that.
thought about Duck today. About his dumb little face. First things that come to mind are always the dumb things he was doing. Kid was always running in circles. Every damn place he went, he'd just run. He couldn't stop him. Makes it harder to remember he was a good boy. Well, long day tomorrow. One long day.
Well, let me refresh that for a second.
All right, we're all here.
Someone's got to get the radio out to Luke. What's the problem?
We should probably figure out
All right,
who's
we're good.
doing what before we...
I had to refresh for a second.
Time to get up. Daylight's burning. They let you sleep in, all things considered.
Where's my dad?
He's where the rest of you are going. To work. Rebecca, Nick, Sarah, Jane. If you gotta take a piss, do it now. The next break won't be for a while. Troy will be coming up for the rest of you.
Why just them?
Like I said, Troy's coming for the rest of you.
All right, look. If we're gonna do something, we have to do it now. And if Luke's all we got, then we pair up with him.
I can do it. Where's the meeting?
Mike,
Yeah?
Clementine should do it.
Are you fucking kidding? No offense, but come on, that's crazy. She's a kid. Why would...
There's a million reasons. She knows Luke. She can hide. She got the damn radio for us in the first place.
Who cares?
And I'm sorry, Mike, but I don't know you from fucking Adam, all right? And if I'm trusting someone to do something this important, I'm trusting her.
And he's right. I should do it.
Don't do something stupid just to get some respect.
She doesn't need your respect.
Give me the radio.
All right, little chickens, let's get to pecking.
All right.
And don't think today's gonna be like yesterday. No way. No shenanigans. This rooster's gonna be surveilling your ass every second of the day, you hear? Got that? I'm afraid I need an answer, girl.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Oh, you have your pockets all out. Gonna get your tags all snagged on something.
Let's go.
Hey, she's with me?
Oh shit, I almost forgot.
Yeah.
Well, take her then. I don't care.
Wait, what's going on?
Never mind.
Just chores of a different sort. Come on, City Mouse.
Can't you cut her a break? She'd really rather keep with us, people she knows.
It's nothing that'll hurt her.
Okay. It's okay.
Come on. wanted to make sure you were all right. I didn't believe you when you told me about Reggie. I ran and found Bill once I left you. Figured even if he had done it, he'd make up some sort of excuse, but Bill was just so matter-of-fact about it. Like he'd pulled up a weed or something, like it had to be done, and that was just one of those moments when your blood runs cold. Goose pimples up and down your arm. As it turns out, the person you thought you knew was never there. You look anxious, Clementine. Something the matter?
Hey, yo, I need you to get me outside real quick.
You know you can talk to me, right? I was dishonest when I first met you, but I swear on everything holy that'll never happen again.
Bonnie, Luke's waiting for me to give this to him. He needs it.
Clementine?
And all I need from you is to just not care where I am for 15 minutes.
Even though you kidnapped me.
If you get caught and you mention my name, Carver will be the least of your troubles. Okay? Well, what are you waiting for?
This probably might
Hurry
not
that
be
shit
a...
up. I hate babysitting you assholes.
Luke? Luke? It's me, Clementine. It's safe to come out.
Yep. If he's even in here. I feel like I'm about... Don't tell me that he got caught too.
Luke? Where is he? That looks really old. He's probably fine.
Alright, now let me see if I can find that invincible comic real quick. Alright, we're back up in here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that invincible comic real quick.
I swear to Christ, you're gonna regret this.
Yo! Let me look at that comic, bro!
People been here one fucking day and already you're fucking up. Well, you wait and see what happens. Move! Hey!
Why don't I go back and grab that?
Get over there.
And how is it that we're repaid for our trust? With treachery? With deceit? With theft?
They caught him.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Whatever you were planning is over. It's done. You can't just run from your problems. You can't just up and leave when it gets tough. Because there's nowhere else you can go where it ain't. Tough is all we got now. Get that through your fucking skulls. Luke here, he can't help you now. You gotta help yourselves. You gotta help me find the strength to forgive you. Now you can start by telling me where the other one is. I'm gonna count to 3. If that radio ain't in my hand by then, we'll have to make things more difficult. 1. 2.
Maybe you...
It's right here. I got it.
I was like, wait, what's it not playing?
It's all right.
Sorry
Sorry about that. Not sure what I
Bro,
was thinking.
I saw that invincible comic.
3.
Let me go back and grab that comic, please.
Fucker.
You know, I think that's the issue where he's fighting Conquest. Bro, you just got the...
Stop!
You just got the radio!
Stop him! Somebody stop him!
Troy, do
Let
something!
me go!
Stop! Clementine, help me! You have to do this, Bill!
Nah, I'm sorry, you got that by yourself, bro. I'm helping him.
Stop it!
I'm sorry, bro. You got it.
Kenny!
You got that. You got.
Little shit.
Bill! It's enough, Bill! Please! Bill, there's a breach.
God,
right,
damn,
everyone come
relax,
with me.
bro.
Bonnie, you stick around. Make sure these folks don't get into any more trouble.
Yeah.
You just got the radio back.
No supper for y'all tonight. Maybe an empty stomach will give you some perspective. And we'll try this again tomorrow.
Do your best with him, Carlos. You need to get him able to move, because we're leaving tonight. We're leaving tonight.
Ow. Dang it.
What'd she say?
She said she can get us out of the pen if we can get the PA system going. Second she hears it, she'll run over and spring us.
That's great.
It's not great.
What are you talking about?
Look, I know part of this is my fault. I know. I was hungry, I got reckless trying to steal some food, and I got caught.
We can't stay here.
Look, I hear what you're saying, but it's risky.
It is pretty damn risky, guys.
Risky? Did you see what that son of a bitch just did? The plan works. Nothing needs to change. It's all set up.
Like, there's no reason for him to crash out. He just got the radio.
Who knows what he'll do next?
Yeah, but now we're dealing with a guy beat to shit. Sarita in no shape to do anything, and I'm a goddamn mess. Look, we should rest up. Okay, we should bide our time, and we should wait for an opening.
Bonnie's agreeing to help us tonight.
That doesn't mean she can't do it some other night.
I don't know, guys. Luke's making sense. Maybe we
Who's our
should
Scar, the governor, and Egan?
Not waiting.
I would say
nothing about
Negan.
guys. Trust me, I looked. There's no food. There's no supplies. They picked everything clean. I'm just saying we gotta be sensible about this.
We need to leave now. It's only gonna get worse. You better fix him. You better.
I'm doing my best. His orbital is crushed. I don't think there's much hope for the eye. I got him as stable as I could, cleaned it, got some of the swelling down, bandaged it as best I could. But until he wakes up, we won't know if there's any damage to the brain.
Fuck. Okay, look.
Dang.
Maybe I'm just
So
playing
Goldie
devil's advocate here,
Kenny.
but if y'all are serious about going tonight, then we're gonna have to start talking about maybe leaving some folks behind.
No!
There is no other way.
This is bullshit.
Well, I don't like it either, but guess what? It's where we're at.
Kenny and I are only here because of you people, and now you intend to leave us behind.
So we
Well, first of all, we had no idea that they would even follow us to your lodge, so, like, okay.
should risk all of our lives?
What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm just thinking out loud here.
No, we're not leaving Kenny.
Ariel Herschel and a whole bunch of
It's
his
not
men.
fair.
That is true.
We stay together.
Life ain't fair, Clem. We're just trying to make the best of a bad
It's close,
situation
though.
here. No one wants to leave Kenny. Good. Because you won't have to. I'm all right, hon. We leave tonight. Plan don't change.
Not bad, old man.
Thanks, asshole.
You are one tough bastard.
Do tough bastards get their ass kicked in front of everybody? You all right?
I would say the only thing with Carver is that he
That
uses
wasn't
his
your
hands.
fault, okay? It's all right. All right. Well, then what now? We get the hell out of here. Like now.
Yes.
Where are we going? Okay. these things get squirrely and we gotta make a break for it, we need a place to meet up.
You can meet out at Parker's Run.
The hell is that?
It's a Civil War site a few miles north. Tourist trap. Got signs all over. Just follow the road.
We stopped there after we escaped the first time. Luke and Carlos know where it is. It's not that far.
Well, at least if a few folks know where it's at, it'll be easier to find if we're split up. All right, that works.
And we just need someone to go set off that PA, right? I mean, you never bothered to explain who's supposed to do that.
I'm going to cause some chaos.
She's the plan?
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm the plan.
Be sure to remember to flip the switch for the outdoor speakers. Just the indoor speakers might not draw the herd. It's right on the microphone box.
Right.
By default, it's set to play music, so you should just have to turn it on, right? Then climb back up and drop into the stock room. We'll meet you there.
Down into the office. Outdoor speaker switch. Turn on PA. Up to the roof. Down into the stock room to meet you guys. That right?
Perfect. Be careful.
Hey.
Don't wake any in a Goldie Roger. Please do not. I know this is weird. Please. Oh, we got an apple in here. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Since we're here about to break out, can I at least go and get that comic first? And probably some Wolfman.
Only one bullet. Okay, now the mic. What? What's wrong? No. No, where are they?
Since we got this, hold on, since we're breaking out, I'm gonna go, hey, someone go ahead and go to the comic book store, probably Luke. Can you go cop that copy of Invincible for me?
This 4th of July, make sure your backyard barbecue is complete with Hal's full line of products to meet your grilling needs. You have the project, we have the know-how. Hal. From charcoal briquettes to propane tanks, Hal's has all you need to make your day special. This week only, Kennedy leaf blowers are 22% off. How's that for a deal?
You want to disrespect me, fine. You want to throw away the life I'm trying to build for us all? Then fucking fine. Want to run off with this dog shit group of crippled fucks? Then fine. Be my guest. But I will put a bullet in you and that baby before I let—
Oh, really?
Get back!
Come on, Luke. This ain't none of your business. This is just a bit of a custody battle we got on our hands here.
Man, just shoot him.
What? No, I can't.
Oh, hold up, Kenny. He's already got, bro. No. Let's not go that part.
We have to go.
Kenny, please.
I only need a minute. Go on. You don't need to see this.
That girl's already seen more than you can imagine.
Shut your mouth, Bill. You're all just gonna let him do this?
Yes.
There ain't one part of that son of a bitch I don't hate, but that does not make this right. I don't want nothing to do with this.
Kenny, please, don't do
You
this.
see,
It's gotta be done, Clem.
he's already kind of.
Look at you fucking ingrates. I don't even know how good you got it. That's alright. You'll learn. Lambs to the slaughter. No shepherd to guide you. Clementine knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Come on, Clem.
Fucking big man, huh?
Let's go.
Oh, come on, Clementine. Don't be like that. Don't run away. You know you want to see the show. Who do you think you're fooling, huh? I know you. I know who you are.
Let's go.
Yeah, go on. Let the sheep out of the pen. We'll see how long that lasts.
I'll be right there.
You won't see anything.
That's funny, coming from you. How's that eye? Just
Oh, hold on a minute. I should have stayed. Hold up. I should have stayed.
You got a thick fucking skull, Kenneth. Should have put you out of your misery right then. Now look at you. You're a mess.
Get back. No! That was skip back and comeback season.
That's not the Kenny I know in there. I thought I could save him.
Nah, I'm all right. Come on, we got enough to worry about.
Man, we're never gonna make it through this.
You kidding me? If Clem can handle it, you can.
Shit. I thought they were coming from the south.
He did. Looks like we're in the eye of it now.
Fuck. This is fucked. Here, you're gonna need something.
Thanks.
There we go.
You guys better hurry up and get to smearing if you want to live. Or you can die here. Doesn't matter to me. Hurry quick. We need to get covered before the rest of them get close or we're fucked.
I'll go first. You're gonna put that on yourself? We have to, Sarah. Okay, now you. Turn around. Smells gross.
Shit.
Everybody shut the fuck up and get covered.
It'll be okay, honey. Just stay still.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. There's nothing to fear if you remain calm. I'll keep you safe.
Hurry the fuck up.
Turn around. I'll get your back.
We ain't got all day here. Everybody ready? They're almost on us.
What in the actual fuck is going on here?
Bruh.
What is this sick shit? Someone say something before I start. Hey! Don't you even fucking think about it, motherfucker. I will end you. You hear me?
Troy, we talked about this.
What? The fuck you talking about?
I told you I wanted to get out. You said you'd help, then I'd help.
I thought you meant get out of the pen, not whatever the fuck this shit is.
I did. But now we can leave. Troy.
Wait, hold up.
come with us.
What?
Her boyfriend?
Well, where would we go?
Away from here. Together.
Man, you smell really bad. You gotta get a bath before we... Shove a dick up!
No!
For fuck's sake, walk. Act like you belong, and you will belong.
Get over here! I need more ammo!
We got this, y'all.
Why in the... I've ever...
Is that Tavia? Where's Bill? We need him up here!
Stay calm.
Gonna be okay.
Oh, fine.
Bro, I swear if there's a... I swear if we see Lee in here.
Clementine, come help me. Calm her down. Please, just say something. You're her friend. Clementine.
Uh-uh.
Sarah? Sarah, did you...
Don't tell me. Bro, I swear if there's one in here, I swear if I see Lee. No!
Sarah's glasses.
She's gonna get someone killed.
If I had said I had the radio, Carver might not have been as vicious too.
Don't ever think that, darling. No telling what that asswipe would have done to you. So how's it look? Am I still gonna be pretty when this heals?
You need to get past that walker without drawing all the others. What are you gonna do?
Not now. Not now, Daddy.
Where the fuck is Luke?
They're all gonna die, Clementine. Don't let them pull you down with them.
Bro. Kitty's gonna have a... Wait, so... Kitty's gonna have to go through it again. She has to go through it again. Wait, question, wait. Hold up. Let me check my choices. I'm supposed to price 34%. That's the W 34%. Okay. Quick question. if you chop off Sarita's arm, does she live? They're like, is she still in the game? Because it looks like Kitty's gonna have to go through the exact same thing again.
Faith to move mountains like a shadow falling away.
Is he over? Okay, so wait, if you go for her arm, she lives. At least that's the context. All right, now I'm gonna read. That's what y'all wanted Ellie to do, Abby. Oh, 100%. I'm still reading chat. I'm all right. I'm glad that I remember everything. Tell me what's going on. What's going on? No, wait, already. I'm looking at chat. Chat, do you guys want to check out? I don't know. I'm wondering. Do you guys want to check out more Ghost of Yote stuff? But that's the player tries Oblivion. Apex is really trying to keep the player base alive. Wait, do you guys want to check out the? Do you guys want to check out the whole entire Necros thing? It's like I want to check out the whole entire Necros thing. Let me know if you guys want to check that out. Cause like apparently Necros is over here. Going on. Apparently there's a support. Apparently there's a healer strike in Marvel Rivals. There's a healer strike. You guys want me to play the next episode? Because I want to wait till tomorrow. I want to wait until Monday because I'm gonna be playing Last of Us tomorrow.
Born anew in blood and fire.
Hold on, let's check out this healer.
We got a one-trick Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's check. Yeah, let's check this out. Let's check out the one. Let's check out the. Let's check out the healers. Let's check out the. Apparently, the healers are on strike in Marvel Rivals. Because apparently, Necros said something. We're gonna check this out. So apparently, if y'all don't know who Necros is, he used to play Genji in Overwatch. He's top 500 Genji player. And also top 10, I think, top 10 Spider-Man players in Marvel Rivals. And apparently, he got canceled. Because he said that healers can't do their job. Or he said that healing is the most easiest thing in the game. And I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. I agree. I 100%. I agree. I agree. I am agreeing.
We got a one-trick Spider-Man man calling us useless. Necros.
Who said? When did I say supports are useless? I'm gonna crash out.
Strategist is hands down the most miserable role to play on Rivals right now.
That might be true. No, I'm not gonna argue with that.
And this new ranked performance-based system needs so much help, it's not even funny.
Okay, that's true. This sucks for support players. This genuinely sucks. Another role that he has literally never played in his life. But I hit GM in Overwatch. I had the highest rank, and people are trying to say that I can't do it in Rivals.
I want him to play strategist for a week straight and see how far he gets.
All right, I'll do it.
I would have to
For
agree.
those of you that are unacquainted, let me present to you the timeline of how everything happens. It started with this. This is my crime. It's easier than DPS. I'm not just saying it's easier than DPS. I'm saying it's easier by orders of magnitude. The skill floor is so much so true that like I can't even describe. It's so fucking true. I need to write like 3 books about it. So basically, it started with this video, right? This video.
Wait, hold up. We're gonna watch this. Wait, Clindry, if you're still in the chat, what are they doing to Bucky? Like, what kind of buff are they giving Bucky? I swear if it's a buff to his range for his grapple. Then the grapple doesn't need to be buffed. The grapple needs to be nerfed. The grapple, I mean, it's meant supposed to have range. Don't get me wrong, but like, I should not be getting grabbed from like 5 feet away. Like, I should not be getting grabbed. So like, I was playing Spider-Man one season, and I was getting grabbed, like, I think it was like season 1. And I somehow got grabbed out of midair whenever I know for a fact that I moved straight away from it. I think it was ult. Yeah. His ult needs to be nerfed. That's the one thing. Like, I'm not sure if they're nerfing his ult, but if they are nerfing his ult, then the ult needs to be nerfed completely. Like, why would they give... He's already a broken character.
Applewood Smoke Jam is here. 2 for $7.
Don't really care about RBs except for their curly fries.
Backline that's getting jumped by Spider-Man, for instance.
Alright, let's see.
Slow. I do on an ally? Oh, that's a completely separate move. So this is a pure peeling ability then, because you can't jump to enemies. You can only jump to like your healer in the backline that's getting jumped by Spider-Man, for instance. That's cool. I mean, Bucky got a big nerf, so I guess this kind of helps him a bit.
I think I know why they're buffing Bucky.
That's way less.
I know why they're buffing him.
Like the little bomb.
And it may sound like the crazy thing.
Lines with the team up is coming in hot.
They're doing it all because, yeah, they're doing it because of Thunderbolts. They have to be doing it because of Thunderbolts. And plus, he's getting a new skin. It makes sense why they're doing it. But it's like, you decide to buff one of the most busted characters in the game that was already broken before a buff, and you're going to make him even more broken.
Coming in hot. He said the thing. I think this will make Bucky way more fun. I mean, he's already fun. How could he be made more fun? By George, they have done it. Any captains? We found one.
Should be fun.
Works off his passive as well, so it reloads his gun. Really? Oh, damn. Coming in hot reloads.
What the?
Blow him up. Yeah, I got him. With my new slam ability. It's like a mini ult. Yeah, I guess so. I have infinite reload.
His MVP is flipping a truck. Is flipping a truck animation from the trailer. I saw that. But like, why would you want to buff a character that already can do things like this? Hold up. Why would you buff a character that could do things like this? Hold on. Hold on a minute. Let me show you this. Like, why would you want to buff a character? My question is like, why would you want to buff a character that can do things like this? Let me show you this. Why would you want to buff a character that was already broken that can do this? That can wipe a whole entire team. But I know why they're doing it. It's because of Thunderbolts, and I have like a problem with that. But it's like, you're gonna buff him again. I don't want to hear again every single 5 minutes. Like, Bucky can 1v6 a team. And they want to buff that? Hold on a minute, let me look at this because I haven't even seen the dev talk yet. But it's like, we're already talking about a balance. We're already talking about nerfs. Why are we already talking about nerfs? I didn't mess with this MVP though. His MVP is clean.
Thunderbolt Bucky skin bundle coming to Marvel Rivals on Thursday. On Thursday, you're going to be able to pick up this Bucky skin, which is inspired by his look in the new Thunderbolt movies. And as the actor excitedly told us, thanks to streamers who have early access, we have a look at the full
I like the skin, it's clean.
Bundle of this skin. Starting off with the MVP animation, as you can see, this thing looks absolutely amazing. He's chasing a truck on his motorbike. Here's a look at it here. The audio is super cool, definitely like this. They do put a lot of effort into these MCU MVP animations. And then we get a closer look at the name card for this skin. It's okay, nothing really insane. And then we get a look at the spray where he's on the motorbike just about to stop the truck. And then finally, we get a look at the emote where a
oh, where he's actually like putting his arm on.
Finally, we get a look at the emote where a box appears and he brings out his metal arm and puts it on him.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. It's been a while since I've seen it, but like I already know like this is his new arm. But like is this arm made out of vibranium, or is it a different material? Because like the last one that we saw, it was a vibranium one.
And puts it on him. Super cool. Nothing.
I want them to buff. I need them to buff. Crazy enough, I really do want them to at least buff. I'm trying to think. I want them to buff I play a lot of damn characters. I'm trying to think of it. I want them to buff Black Panther. And I really want them to at least nerf Spider-Man like a little bit, but give him more web shooters. Or at least give him more web clusters. His arm is vibranium? Okay. I was gonna say, because the last 2 times that we saw him, it was kind of like he swaps arms lots. I don't know if it was made out of vibranium, but it seems like it is now. Actually, that does make sense. All right, let's check out Evan's video. I haven't checked out Evan's video. I haven't checked out Evan's videos in like a minute. Oh, we got a 23-minute video with Iron Gen. Okay, I'm watching this. Oh, that Iron Gen showed up. Okay.
I can't lose.
Alright, so we were watching Evan's video last stream. His videos are just him glazing. No offense to Evan. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There are some, like, I'm not even gonna lie. I do think that he glazes low-key. Like, he thinks that the third act for Spider-Man 2 is really good, which I'm not, which... A little bit more Venom in there. A little bit more Venom in the third act would have been nice, I'm just saying. A little bit more Venom would have been good. Like, that's the one thing that I will say is, like... A little bit more Venom in there would have been nice.
Lose this job.
Your job is to write the truth.
I did.
The truth is, I'm the hero here, not you.
Bummer. You're in the doghouse now, dude.
Coming! Honey, when it comes to Peter Parker's love life, you never know what you're gonna get. But anyways, welcome back, true believers and all you spectacular Spidey fans, to another very exciting Marvel Spider-Man 3 related video. And today's video is going to be an insanely special one because I am once again joined by another very special guest who you have seen occur several times on my channel with the one and only Iron Gen, who you should definitely go and subscribe on his channel because we did do another collaboration talking about Marvel Spider-Man 3 over there, about where the story could go in Marvel Spider-Man 3. But now, we are going to be talking in depth about how the gameplay could be evolving within this game based on what we have already seen within Insomniac's previous Spider-Man titles. Jake, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me on, Evan. I'm a huge fan of the gameplay that Insomniac has integrated into their Spider-Man games, and it's been incredible to watch it evolve over the course.
Oh, I already have an idea. Give us superior difficulty, please. Ultimate is way too easy. Give us superior.
Of their series, and I'm so excited today to talk about where we could see it going in their third and potentially final entry of the series.
And while Jake and I love every single one of the Spider-Man games Insomniac have already made, there still is room for improvement.
Have Ultimate
in order
be like
to
the
make
second
the
artist.
next experience within this franchise even bigger and better.
Or have
than
Ultimate
what
be hard
they've
enough to
already
have superior be like
established.
the absolute
In this
hardest.
case, we really have 3 core pillars to talk about what we can expect within the gameplay possibilities of Marvel Spider-Man 3, starting with the game's combat system. So based on what we've already seen Insomniac incorporate into Marvel Spider-Man 2 in terms of stepping up the game's combat system, we did see a lot of...
Or at least let us play Ultimate difficulty at launch. I don't know, there's just, okay, there's something there that just makes me, there's something there, like, chat, if y'all don't understand, like, having Ultimate at launch instead of us beating the game just to unlock Ultimate would have been fire. I play every single one of my games on hard mode, depending on the game. Having Ultimate already for us to play on it by default would have been crazy.
replications of what Insomniac already added into Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Kind of like God of War, where you have where you have a Gimme Story to Gimme God of War, and you have Gimme No Mercy as the first hardest, and you have Gimme God of War as like the actual hardest.
That of which being the power wheel, which is pretty much when you press the L1 button and press any of the shape buttons to execute a special move for either of Miles and now Peter's movesets, especially when he was wearing either the red suit with the spider arms or the black suit with the symbiote, as well as Miles's evolved Venom powers. And alongside of that, we also have the inclusion of the fast-paced wall kick combo, which you can execute when an enemy is closer to a wall, different types of gadget variations, and last but not least is the L3R3 special move that you can execute as either Peter or Miles with the symbiote surge ability or Miles's super mega venom blast. But given all these combat techniques that we do see Peter and Miles have already in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the next question is how exactly Insomniac is going to improve upon the combat within the next game. So for you, Jake, how do you think Insomniac will step up the combat in Marvel's Spider-Man 3?
It's a really great question because we've seen a lot of improvements, as you've said, between each entry. In the first game, Peter had a lot of gadgets, and that complements that game's story really well, where he was working with Otto Octavius. Miles Morales, it was more built around abilities and his Venom powers. And then in Spider-Man 2, we got a faster-paced combat system where the gadgets were based on quick fire mechanics rather than a gadget wheel. And for some, that was a little frustrating because for those who enjoyed playing the game in a more tactical way, where you selected the gadget you wanted to use and planned out your approach, that wasn't as much of an option anymore. And while Brian Intihar has made it clear that...
Okay, yeah, I have to agree with this one. I'm with this one. As me glazing, like I'm actually like with this one. The amount of times where you have to pull up the gadget wheel is in PS4 is really frustrating. Yeah, you have the quick fire mechanic in there, but it's like nobody wanted to, you know, go through with the gadget wheel multiple times just to go through, find a gadget and use it.
That he doesn't really want there to be automatic win buttons, and he doesn't want to make the combat too simple. There is a balance of the power dynamic, and when you go up against regular thugs, sometimes it is fun to feel like you just go in, you've planned your approach with specific gadgets, and you're able to effectively and quickly take them down. Another area that we saw get a little bit less refinement in Spider-Man 2 was the stealth. We didn't see as many opportunities for a stealthy approach. And while you could elect to perform stealth if you wanted to, we didn't see as many...
By the way, after this, I do want to check out some Ghost of Yote stuff too.
Instances where a hostage was being held, or where there was a circumstance where failing to be stealthy would result in a fail state of the game and lead you to retry the objective. Personally, for Spider-Man 3, I think they could do many evolutions, both with just the main combat, where maybe we could get wall combat. Maybe you have enemies that stick to walls as well that you get to fight on the wall. We could see an improvement with finish.
Yes, wall combat would work. I'm not even... Wall combat works. We got a glimpse of that with the lizard fight. Even though we were just finished, we got a glimpse of that with the lizard.
Perhaps where maybe we get dual finishers. We could see a dual play system where we can switch between Peter, Miles, and potentially Silk or Venom on the fly as we fight alongside them. Even in the Batman Arkham games, we saw an interesting balance where the gadgets would often show up in a gadget wheel or gadget selection tool when you were using them for stealth encounters or to get past obstacles in the environment or puzzles, whereas in free flow combat encounters, you had quick fire gadgets as to not slow down the pace of combat. In Spider-Man 3, I'd be interested in seeing a similar approach, where in stealthy encounters or encounters where you have to get past a puzzle with a gadget, we get to act as more of a tactician, whereas in these fast-paced encounters, we get to utilize quick fire abilities so that the pace of the fight can remain at a high octane pace the whole way through.
I completely agree with everything you're saying, Jake, and I also think that the addition of the gadgets is so crucial for not only gameplay purposes with combat, but also showcasing the intellectuality that both Peter and Miles have individually, which is why it was so intriguing to see the variety of gadgets that Peter had in his own game and the different gadgets that Miles had in his game. and in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, both Peter and Miles share the exact same gadgets, which does make sense narratively considering that they are both sharing the exact same tech with one another, but I do think being able to possibly choose which gadgets you want Peter and Miles to have, or completely different gadgets from their own respective games, would add more player customization and individuality between both of our main playable characters. I also think having the addition of finishers for the gadgets would also add a completely new twist for the game's combat system, similar to what we already saw in Batman Arkham Knight, where each of Batman's individual gadgets did get a finisher move if you did build up your combo meter in the amount required. Yeah. And I could easily see the same thing happening here with Peter and Miles' gadgets when taking out groups and multiple enemies if you're surrounded by a horde of foes.
Another thing that I'd be interested in seeing is a...
I would say fear takedown, but like then again, that's kind of... I would say fear takedown, but like that's still kind of... Symbiote does
return of dual boss fights. We saw in Spider-Man 1 combat encounters where we'd get to go up against Electro and Vulture at the same time, or Rhino and Scorpion. Insomniac hadn't quite figured out boss fights yet. Most of those boss fights felt a little bit underwhelming, but in Spider-Man 2 we saw a huge upgrade. The Lizard boss fight, for example, is a multi-stage fight where it starts in the sewers, and then you're swinging and chasing him through the city, and then you end up on a rooftop, and then you're back in the sewers, and it's this really intense sequence with Kurt Connors. And to see an encounter like that, where you're going up against both Lizard and Scream, for example, would be a really difficult challenge for us to have to overcome as Spider-Man. And that could be a cool way for Insomniac to come full circle, where they've really improved the spectacle and set pieces surrounding these boss fights and evolved that by adding back in that original idea of having multiple bosses to take on at the same time.
Especially if that means ending up fighting characters like Green Goblin and Doc Ock simultaneously, with both Peter and Miles taking them on individually. That would create some incredible combat opportunities for some dynamic boss fights that we haven't really seen the major scope of just yet within this franchise. But based on where Marvel's Spider-Man 2 ended and what they were able to accomplish within that game, I have no doubt that they're going to once again up their game by the time Marvel's Spider-Man 3 releases. So the next major pillar of gameplay that we wanted to talk about for Marvel's Spider-Man 3 is pretty much what every open world Spider-Man game lives and breathes on, and that of course is the game's traversal system. Now, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 already did a phenomenal job improving upon the initial web swinging mechanics that Marvel's Spider-Man 1 showcased, as well as the more refined swinging that we got in Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. But in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, that is pretty much the definitive open world.
Does it have more besides story? Yeah. Oh wow, my chat wasn't refreshed. Hold on. There's more fun challenges, more crimes, and a multiplayer mode side story. Yes, we need that. I would love a multiplayer mode. The multiplayer mode would go crazy.
World Spider-Man game to swing around in ever since Spider-Man 2, the movie tie-in game, and even Spider-Man Web of Shadows. In Marvel's Spider-Man 2, we have unlimited open world traversal options with that of the web wing.
And plus, from the TASM game, like from the OG TASM 2 game, like you had challenges where you could, even though they do have the photo challenges, which I'm glad they kept. I do think there should be challenges where like, how far can you, dang, they already did that challenge, never mind, but that's a trophy though. They need to have like a challenge where like you can actually earn stuff for your web wings.
Wings, loop-de-loops, corner tethering, slingshotting, super slingshotting. We're also able to glide upon water if you're going fast enough across the New York Sea line, and just pulling off insanely stylish tricks as both Peter and Miles. So it's kind of hard to think about how exactly Insomniac can refine this formula even more within Marvel's Spider-Man 3. But we still have some ideas on what they could potentially incorporate.
Insomniac has had an interesting challenge of bringing the Spider-Man gameplay of web swinging in an open world to a more polished, current generation experience. Back in 2004, when we got Spider-Man 2 and it was the first open world Spider-Man game, there was a lot of control at the player's disposal. You could swing around on flagpoles, You could control your swing speed. You could run up walls if you had enough momentum. There were some air tricks involved there too, but there was also a distinct lack of polish. There was always the chance that you were going to swing face first into a building and lose all of your momentum. And Insomniac has found ways to counter that. And in their first game, that was at the expense of player control. While there were still some cool moves you could pull off, the swinging felt largely automated. And in Spider-Man 2, the addition of web wings and the addition of air tricks in Miles Morales have made the swinging feel increasingly more precise, but also more controlled by the player. In Spider-Man 3, I'd like to see an even deeper step into that, where we get to see even a little bit more options available to the player in regards to how they choose to traverse the city.
And I, for one, think that one of the biggest refinements within the web swinging system that Insomniac...
I'm also going to put Amazing Lucas with this. Have us touch the ground. Like while we're web swinging, have him touch the ground for have his hand touch the ground.
Could add is just making it more fluid. It's already beyond fluid in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, but there are a couple nitpicks that people have had with the system, especially if you look into the swing assist option, where in the game's main menu, you can choose to have the swing assist option all the way at max at level 10, which pretty much feels like how the web swinging was back in Marvel's Spider-Man 1, where it does feel a little bit floaty in a sense, and you are able to directly steer wherever Spider-Man is going. If you do put the meter all the way at 0, you will feel a bit more physics-based swinging in the sense that it will be a bit harder to control Spider-Man's momentum, and if you don't shoot out your web line right before you hit the ground, you will in fact swing towards the ground and immediately cancel your swing. But because of the fact that that fluidity is canceled if you do hit the ground, that is one element that Insomniac could update, especially considering that we've already seen this gameplay mechanic incorporated in previous open-world Spider-Man games. And in this case, I am referring to having the ability of running on the ground while you are still web swinging. While this might seem like a very minor detail, this has actually been a huge defining factor of some of the previous open-world Spider-Man games, like Spider-Man 2, the movie tie-in game, and especially Spider-Man Web of Shadows. So being able to make this fluid web swinging system even more polished by making players feel even
or at least give us a first person. Nah, let me stop. I don't know how many people like a first person.
More skilled right before they pull off a web swing, especially if they have fall damage turned on, is going to make that satisfaction even bigger by the time they fully master the swinging system. Which is also why I think we could see the return of one of my personal favorite web swinging systems of all time, which actually popped up in the Spider-Man.
Chat, question. How did you guys feel like there was a first person mode? Like, how did you guys feel like there was like a first person swinging mode? You don't need that. We don't. I was gonna say I've been thinking about I've been thinking like they should have a first person swinging mode, but I'm like, nah. The amount of people. Nah, I was like, nah. I was like, nah. I'll probably get sick. That would be so dizzy. Just go around just like, bro. How are we?
Spider-Man 3 movie tie-in game of dual swinging. This is where you press both R2 and L2 at the same time to simultaneously shoot out two separate web lines. Now, while this might not seem like anything too major,
or they could have us the opportunity to give us a mid-air slingshot like TASM 2 did, even though like I said, like TASM 2 gave us a mid-air slingshot.
In the grand scheme of
I would
things,
like TASM 2 to give us
does add a bit more personality to how you want to swing around the city as Spider-Man, which also allows for different potentials when it comes to air tricks, and also have that potential to slingshot while in mid-air instead of only being restricted to the ground, would also add, again, even more player variety and options when it does come to making you feel like you can do everything a spider can. And last but not least, everybody, we do have the very final pillar that we can see be improved within Marvel's Spider-Man 3 for its game.
Oh, wait. Before we even go on with this, it was something about it was something that Iron Jim mentioned. Shout out to Iron Jim, by the way. It was something that he mentioned about the wall combat. We need to have wall combat when fighting Goblin. Like, we just need to. Like, there's like, hold up, let me go ahead and show you guys this. There's a clip in Spider-Man 2 where you're fighting Goblin.
Bless you! I thought I was dead!
Let's see if I can find it. Hey, I know that we streamed Walking Dead, but we beat the episode.
I'll let you hurt it. Oh, you say that like you have a choice. My father.
Like, we need something like this. Where you can hit him in the walls. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, where you can do stuff like this.
Look at you. You don't care who gets caught in the middle of your grudge match. These are people, Harry.
Like, we need stuff where, like, you hit him in the walls, like, with Goblin, like, we need this.
You don't care who gets caught in the middle of your...
Or, like, you can hit him in a wall. Like, I remember playing this fight so many times to the point where, like, you can glitch it out. Like, there's a way you can glitch it out to the point where he gets hit by invisible walls.
These are people, Harry. People with lives, with families and friends who love them. Just because you didn't have that doesn't give you the right to...
And by the way, I'm gonna be honest, this suit looks horrible on Peter.
Take it from anyone else. No one give a devil. Me? Why should I care about them?
Like, we need this. Like, and say, like, at the end of the boss fight or whatever. Boom, boom. He just goes through reconstruction thing. No, I want to see him go through. Oscorp Tower. They end the fight at Oscorp somehow.
Gameplay, and that does actually relate to its core narrative implementation with the story. While Marvel's Spider-Man 2 did have a lot of different mission variety when it did come to playing as Peter, Miles, MJ, even Haley, and especially Venom, there are still aspects about the main missions, the side missions, as well as the various collectibles that we can find scattered throughout the city that could have been majorly benefited from a bit more narrative connection to what the game's core story actually was. There's also a big factor in this case that relates to the pacing of the game, where you do switch back and forth from this very high-octane action set pieces with playing as Spider-Man to a bit more slower and less exciting missions where you get more personal with the characters, like playing as Peter, going to Coney Island with MJ and
Question. What if they make Green Goblin playable?
Harry, or even playing as Miles to attend a music museum for his mom. And while I do thoroughly love those missions, which give more narrative insights to the characters and their journeys, there is still a lot that Insomniac can do to refine these aspects of the game even further.
I would like to see an emphasis...
What are the odds that they make Green Goblin playable and we're playing as Green Goblin, like we're playing as Norman?
on narrative. And while Insomniac has done a great job of keeping the narrative at the forefront, there have been side missions and missions where you play as MJ or unpowered characters that haven't felt like they fit the progression of the story particularly well. And while in Spider-Man 2, I think there was a lot of evolution in how these side missions played out by tying them to a friendly neighborhood app, which was introduced in Miles Morales, we were able to see a lot of really compelling stories told throughout the main story and the open world. The Howard mission and the Find Grandpa mission are the two that stick out to me the most, but there were some other fun ones too, like Photo Help, where you get to play as a young Peter Parker selling his first photo to J. Jonah Jameson. Personally, I'd like to see an expansion of the friendly neighborhood system. I'd like to see even more missions there, some of them very story-driven and hard-hitting emotionally, but I'd also like to see more everyday stories take place that we get to help with. It could even be cool to see Insomniac go as far as to basically do a reverse nemesis system, where we see some kind of procedurally generated system for civilians, and maybe as you're walking around New York City, civilians can call out events that they've been part of in the past. I would just like to see more cohesion in the side missions and the main story, whether it be to help set up the main plot because there's a side mission that sets up the main threat better, or it helps establish the characters more and gives them more development, similar to how we saw with the Photo Help mission, where we got a little bit more development for Peter Parker, or the music side mission for Miles Morales. As far as missions with characters like MJ go, similarly, I'd really like these, if they're still included, to only be included if they serve a purpose to the story or the characters. I don't really want to play as MJ just walking around.
Plus, spoilers by the way, this is literally TASM. This is TASM 2 MJ, or at least what TASM 2 MJ was supposed to be. Low key.
And taking photos of miscellaneous things. But I would be interested in playing as MJ if it's a chase sequence with the Green Goblin where I'm running away and trying to take cover so that he doesn't see me. That could be a really interesting, intense moment.
Or, you know, we can have a repeat of, you know, the Ultimate Rhyme. I don't want to go over details on that.
Or I'd also be interested in playing as Peter Parker walking around Midtown High to help set up a high school reunion or something. I feel that sometimes making some of these things more based on the choice of the players rather than integral to the story, where it can sometimes hurt the pacing, would make me more inclined to visit them so that I can see all of these hidden interactions and have encounters with characters that I'd otherwise not get to see in this universe. Overall, I feel that based on the
By the way, before we even continue this, I want Goblin to show up for more than one act.
Story, we could see a lot more done in the open world, and creating an open world that is built toward developing these characters even further.
I want to see him out here, like, actually, like,
where you get to race other Spider-Man or other superpowered characters. I'd like to see moments where you get to encounter a character perhaps from a previous game that isn't part of the main story but has a continued arc in Spider-Man 3.
One of the biggest improvements that Insomniac made with the side missions for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, while there were a few hits and misses, like the one that involved trying to find a robot dog for a blind lady, or simply taking someone who banged a firework in his face to the hospital, we did get really thoroughly detailed side missions like that of finding Grandpa, or the Howard side missions, as well as the multi-layered side missions that had their own individual narrative arcs take place. Primarily with that of the Flame side mission that featured Peter and Yuri as the Wraith teaming up to go after the Flame, who we later discover as a big tease for the future games to be the one and only Cletus Cassidy, who eventually will become Carnage. And the same also goes for the Talon Drone side missions, where we also end up discovering that it was Chameleon that ended up being scanned and is now let loose in the city, who will probably come back to bite Spider-Man in the butt. I would love to see more of these side missions occur within the core narrative of Marvel's Spider-Man 3, possibly have a story of Peter reflecting about his time wearing the black suit, and how Peter might still be trying to resolve the inner turmoil that he was facing while fighting Harry as Venom. I would also like to see some of the game's open world collectibles be more personal to our main heroes. The ones that we saw in Spider-Man PS4 with the backpacks were great because we received a more direct insight as to who exactly this Peter is and what his background was. The same notion applies to Miles Morales' game, where we collected the time capsules, which did put a bigger influence to Miles and Finn's relationship as them being best friends. But within Marvel's Spider-Man 2, the main collectibles that we got throughout the city this time around were the Spider Bots. Now, while it was fun in that side mission to receive a small tease of the existence of the Spider-Verse and Miguel O'Hara himself, it didn't necessarily relate to the core story that was taking place in the game relating to the symbiote as well as Harry becoming Venom. So by the time we see Marvel's Spider-Man 3 in action, we should definitely receive a lot more personal and meaningful side missions that not only showcase the big supporting cast that is featured for both of our respective characters with Peter and Miles, but also showcase narratives of what makes them heroes in the first place.
You're absolutely right, and I think that we're both in agreement that narrative, whether it's character development or story development, need to be the forefront of every activity and mission that you do, whether it be in the main story or in the open world. I think there's so much that they could do on this front. In Spider-Man 2 from 2004, we got...
Characters cut a Spider-Verse apparently. Wait. So they cut that. I mean, there was still a really good
the pizza delivery mission, which basically hid race challenges behind the story.
I mean, I guess the reason why, at least like the reason why they did that was probably because Spider-Verse came out before the game. But then again, somehow in some way, Genki got an early copy somehow. So I'm gonna need to actually, I'm still wondering how Genki got an early copy. He was playing the game in the movie. So I'm like, did this man get an early code or something? I was like, can I get teleported over there just to play a little bit?
Story of Peter having to hold a job. Personally, I'd like to see more things like this in Spider-Man 3, as opposed to open world activities that just feel like filler content. And while I do think each of Insomniac's games have improved on this front and become more and more interesting as time has gone on, I still think there is some room for improvement here. And as far as the open world goes, I'd just like to see more variety. I'd like to see more variety in the crimes. I'd like to see more variety in things that we can do. I'd like to see interesting enemy types that take a lot of effort to take down. I'd like to see some synergy between the Peter Parker gameplay and the Spider-Man gameplay. It would be cool to go and collect research tokens out in the city and then take them back.
I want to see Peter fighting without the suit, even though we got that in in the photo help. Even though it's been a while since I played, but we got in the photo help mission where you're walking up to Jameson. We did get that. But like, I want to see grown Peter fighting with his bare hands. Like, I'm talking like I want to see that. Like, I think I want to see that because like, I have this idea. What if we had like a scene similar to like Spider-Man 3, not Marvel Spider-Man 3, but like Raimi Spider-Man 3, and we see Peter and Norman talking, right? Like Norman tells Peter like. It could play out like some, you know what scene I'm talking about, like kind of similar to like the Harry fight, like kind of similar to Peter and Harry fighting. And it could be sort of similar to Spider-Man 3, where we see Peter fighting without the suit. Like we get to see like him actually like fighting without the suit, like we actually get to see him like without it fighting for like for that. And then after that, like somewhere. And after, I think somewhere down the line, like we had like a scene to No Way Home or something, where MJ dies. I don't know, like there's some like, but then again, like the way that I looked at it was like Norman is still the mayor. So like Rio could die. I don't know. Rio's up for grabs.
Back to the startup Emily May Foundation in his garage and use them to upgrade our gear and gadgets, so that it
But
completely
definitely
influences the gameplay of the combat and the traversal. Overall, I think that there's a lot that Insomniac can do to make this the ultimately definitive Spider-Man experience.
I do think that would be cool though if we get a scene where Peter is fighting without his suit instead of it being a flashback. I do think that would be cool if he was fighting without his suit on.
And for all we know, by the time that Marvel's Spider-Man 3 releases, it could very well end up being a cross-gen game for both the PS5 and a potential PlayStation 6. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, let Insomniac cook, and hope for the absolute best by the time this potential finale of their Spider-Man franchise releases. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video that IronJet and I have for you today, and please let us know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What, in your opinion, would make Marvel's Spider-Man 3 a 10 out of 10 game? Would it be different enemy types, a bigger open world ranging all the way to the Bronx, possibly being able to play as even more Spider-Man villains like we got with Venom, but this time with Green Goblin and maybe Doc Ock, better side missions, no more MJ missions, whatever you think, let us know in the comment section down below, and thank you once again to the one and only IronJen for joining me in this video, because without him, it wouldn't be possible. Thank you so much, dude. I had a wonderful time.
I did as well. Thank you so much for having me on. We'll have to do it again soon.
And until next time, true believers, thank you all so much for watching. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans, and peace out.
Alright, that's W video. Oh yeah, I still have to watch the Wolverine. Wait, Chad, did we watch the Wolverine video? That's a W video. Chad, did we ever watch the Wolverine video?
Welcome to Take 5 Oil Change.
Hey, how long will this take? I'm kind of in a rush.
Just 10 minutes.
Get out, Tim!
Anticipated PlayStation 5 game
was
was first revealed all the way back in September of 2021, but very few details on Marvel's Wolverine have been shared since, and it looks like it will remain that way for the time being. While Insomniac Games is known among gamers for being the development team behind the likes of Ratchet & Clank, Spyro, Resistance, and Sunset Overdrive, recent years have seen the studio develop some of the best Spider-Man games since 2004's Spider-Man 2. As Marvel's Spider-Man 2 recently debuted on the PC, with the help of Nixie Software, fans are now eager to see more from the studio's next upcoming Marvel property. Unfortunately, some fans appear to be becoming impatient, which has caused Insomniac to provide a somewhat disappointing update for those who won't stop asking about Marvel's Wolverine. And based on a recent Twitter post that Insomniac uploaded, this is what they had to say about the game. We're actively working on Marvel's Wolverine for PS5. We'll share news about the game when we are ready to share it. That will always be our answer. We can't act on everything requested when things take time, resources, and the green light to share them. After over 3 years of silence, many fans were beginning to wonder if the title was ever going to see the light of day. Although Insomniac has shared nothing on its next big Marvel property since its reveal in 2021, insiders have shared promising updates on Marvel's Wolverine. For example, journalist and industry insider Jeff Grubb touched on the title last year, saying that the studio's track record with superhero games is a promising sign that it will meet player expectations when it does finally launch. Grubb also noted that he believes the studio will show more soon, but these rumors have yet to come to fruition. But the most important factor to thoroughly keep in mind throughout this entire Insomniac Games situation is that it's possible that the massive data breach Insomniac Games suffered back in 2023 has set the studio back in its development timeline, but that remains unverified.
Nah, you're putting Wolverine into it. This is too much.
Private employee information.
Why is that so
much? As well as a roadmap of the studio's future plans. But what also came as massively devastating was an early build of Marvel's Wolverine making its way online. In response to the attack, Insomniac said it was saddened and angered, and that the whole ordeal had been extremely distressing. In regards to Marvel's Marvel's Wolverine, the studio once again told fans that while it appreciates everyone's enthusiasm, official information about the game will be shared when the time is right. And again, ever since this terrible hacking situation occurred back in 2023, this has pretty much been par for the course for Insomniac Games. While I have no doubt in my mind that they are working every single one of their butts off to make sure that Marvel's Wolverine, as well as all their other
remind me to check out Ghost of Yotei stuff.
The best games that they possibly can be.
Because like I know there was
pretty much undeniable at this point that hacking attack might have affected
do you guys
the
want to watch the
development
Raptors
that
video
all
after
these
this, or do you
games
guys
have
want to
had
watch the trailer again?
on. And they might have taken some internal time off to fully resolve this hacking situation before they went back to developing the games that they're all working on. Which still means that at this current point in time, it still is relatively unknown as to when and where that we could see Marvel's Wolverine pop up next. Although, I do have a personal insight as to when and where I believe we could see some official footage of Marvel's Wolverine.
Like I'm one of those people that's just like, spoilers by the way, if you guys want to know why it's so hard to actually make a video on Wolverine, it's because of the fact that like I can't really do that because the leaks are out there, and like I'm literally having to like wait until we get gameplay for me to start talking. Like that's the reason why like I can't even make that's the reason why like I haven't been like cooking so much Wolverine content at all like since last year, because like it's hard to even make a Wolverine video anymore. Since the hack, yeah. Like, I was so excited to like cover Wolverine, right? I was making a couple of videos on Wolverine, and then the leak happened. And it's like, if I talk about the leak, then I'm gonna sit there and be like, great, I already know everything. I feel bad now. Like, the only trailer that we've had is literally just the 10-second trailer. Which I get that's a 10-second trailer, but at this point, it's kind of like, I don't really, if they somehow in some way drop gameplay or whatever, I wouldn't even be surprised if they dropped the game. I haven't seen the gameplay, and I can't really tell you what I saw, but what I saw was, wow. But there is like a PlayStation showcase that's happening, or that's supposed to be happening sometime this year, I think in like the next couple of months. So I'm hoping for two things. Probably two things. I'm hoping for Intergalactic, and I'm also hoping for Wolverine. Mostly, I'm way more excited for Intergalactic than I am for Wolverine right now. I can't wait for Wolverine. No, I'm waiting for Intergalactic, but like I'm waiting for Wolverine. But like I would not be surprised if Intergalactic drops before Wolverine. Just going to put that. I wouldn't be surprised if next year it's those two games. Like if it's those two games specifically, like if it's Intergalactic and Wolverine, if they drop next year, then I don't even know who to go for Game of the Year. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I don't even know who to go for Game of the Year at that point. Or is it? Yeah, Wolverine's gonna be a big PlayStation exclusive. Also, with none but Spider-Man 2. At least iDog gave us a show a remake and intergalactic tease, Sucker Punch cooking with Yote, and GTA 6. Yeah, and GTA 6. So it's like, I don't even know who to go for. Ain't gonna work out DLC not long ago. Yeah. The Valhalla DLC. The Valhalla DLC is great. Like, I'm one of the people that want them to drop. I mean, we did get a tweet. They can't, like, they gave us, like, a tweet that said that they're waiting for the green light. So, by them saying, like, the green light's done, so by them waiting for the green light, that means that they're just waiting for Sony to say something, or at least waiting for a play. Like, I'm just gonna assume. I saw this on Twitter before. I saw this on Twitter, like, a couple weeks ago, I think last week, or, like, I think sometime last week or somewhere around there. But there is a PlayStation, apparently PlayStation's trying to have a showcase this summer. And then after that, I think a couple days after that, they said that they're waiting for the green light to actually show it. So that means that if those two things, I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not even trying to, like, put those two and two things together, but, like, I'm not even, like, guessing. But it's like, if they're waiting, if PlayStation has a showcase for the summer, and Insomniac is saying that they're waiting for a green light to actually drop something, that means that they're probably waiting until the showcase to show us something. Which I wouldn't even be surprised if we get something. I wouldn't even be surprised if we don't get anything.
In action.
Oh, and by the way, we are checking out Ghost of Tsushima after this video.
Going back to Insomniac's original post about Marvel's Wolverine, is that they stated clearly that they're only going to showcase footage of the game when they are ready to share it. But on top of that, they also stated that they're going to take the time and resources to make sure that it will be the best it can possibly be, as well as wait for the green light to share them to the public. And in my opinion, that primarily means that they're going to wait to get the approval from their main publisher of PlayStation to showcase the game at an event that will be worthy of its time and presence. And in this case, I can't think of anything better than a PlayStation showcase, which is exactly where we saw the official gameplay be revealed for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 all the way back in May of 2023. But given everything that we currently know that is happening within the PlayStation pipeline, this year of 2025 alone does look pretty darn packed, considering that we do have two major AAA PS5 exclusive titles dropping later this year, both of which are sequels to two highly beloved franchises, with that of Death Stranding 2 as well as Ghost of Yote from Sucker Punch Productions. Not to mention that
which game are you guys getting? Are you guys getting Ghost of Yote or Death Stranding 2? Because I'm gonna be honest. I gotta get Ghost of Yote. For Death Stranding, I usually just end up just watching it on YouTube. That and the only good character is Troy's character.
And we also have another massive AAA Marvel game releasing later this year of Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, as well as what will arguably be the biggest video game launch of all time, supposedly dropping later this year with the one and only Grand Theft Auto 6. So based on all these massive games that are launching within 2025 alone, I personally think that this year is too packed for Insomniac to also drop Marvel's War.
Hold up, random idea real quick. Can we get this skin in Marvel Rivals? When can we get this Black Panther skin at Marvel Rivals when Marvel's Rise of Hydra releases? Or before it drops or somewhere around there? Can we get this Black Panther skin in the game? This looks clean.
Wolverine, which in my personal opinion means that we could very well see Marvel's Wolverine released sometime next year in 2026. And whether or not Insomniac wants to showcase gameplay footage of the title possibly a year in advance if PlayStation does decide to have another showcase later this year.
Wait, chat, you know what I just realized? You wanna know what I just realized? Marvel's Wolverine is basically The Last of Us 2. Just without a couple of trailers in between. I just thought about that.
Or potentially save the gameplay reveal for Marvel's Wolverine as the same year that it could release, just like we saw with Marvel's Spider-Man 2 in 2023.
I just thought about that.
Either way, the main point at hand here is that there's no other reason for Insomniac to try and rush out showcasing gameplay for Marvel's Wolverine when they are still thoroughly in development for it. And yes, while it has been frustrating to not receive any major updates about this game in such a long time, we can only hope for the absolute best for Insomniac in the meantime. And I have no doubt in my mind that by the time we actually see some official gameplay of Marvel's Wolverine in the flesh, that it is going to blow all of our Marvel-loving minds away. And I, for one, cannot wait. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for all you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. How excited are you still for the upcoming release of Marvel's Wolverine? And based on all the major games that are currently set to release later this year, do you think that there is still a chance that we could see gameplay of Marvel's Wolverine in 2025, or would Insomniac possibly save that for next year in 2026? Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel games videos like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, stay merry Marvelites, and until next time, peace out.
W video. Alright, so we're gonna check out. Let's check out some Ghosts of Yotei, because I said that we're gonna check out some Ghosts of Yotei. See what people are talking about for Ghosts of Yotei. Got a Human Torch montage. He's gonna say it, he's gonna say it. Oh yeah, let's check it out. Let's check out some more Ghosts of Yotei. I still can't get over how good this trailer looks, though. I still cannot get over how good this looks.
Unreal.
I still can't get over how fire this looks.
Unreal. A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
Hold up, wait. Whose name did she? It's been a minute. I still have to cover this too. Wait a minute. Yep, there's fire here. Yep, this has to be like right after. This has to be like right after she crossed out the name. So this like has to be like before she does that. And there's like another camera. I'm not sure if there's another camera angle. This is a different camera angle from the one that was in the trailer that we got like 3 months ago.
Who are you? I thought we killed your whole family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune. The spider. The dragon. Lord Saito.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito? I'm sorry.
I look feel like they
Repent to
revealed all
this
this too much.
little wolf.
Oh no. Chat, this is gonna be way better than Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Situ Rainu.
See, we have animal combat.
Why do you always call me that? It means one who is easily lost in the hunt.
Look at this. Like, look at this. And she has dual blades, bro. We have animal combat. Like, look at how crazy the... First of all, I'm gonna go crazy. I already know everybody else is gonna figure out some creative. I've been playing like a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadows recently. I'm gonna hop back on. I gotta hop back on. Like, I already tell you the amount of combos that you're gonna be able, like, you have a cursor origami. I think I saw a spear in there. Oh my god, the cursor origami spear. And if there's a ghost dance to combo with that, GG's. I thought it was a badass. But I low-key feel like this is the end of the game, though.
I have to go home.
Yeah, this has to be the end of the game. I feel like low-key, this might be the end of the game.
I have to go home.
I low-key feel like it might be. So we might end up having to fight Lord Saito here. So, like, I think it makes sense, like, I really do think it makes sense for her to fight him here. But low-key, but another thing too that people want, they want a mythic tale about Jin. They want a mythic tale about the Ghost of Tsushima. I think that would be cool. We end up having a boss with him. We end up getting his armor. I think that would be fire.
Back where all this started.
PlayStation. I don't know. I think that would be a really good way. But yeah, right now these two games are on. Right now these two games are on list. We got Intergalactic. I love Naughty Dog. And I love Sucker Punch. So these two games I'm more excited for than Wolverine. Intergalactic, I am way more excited. Intergalactic, I am excited for that, and Ghost of Yota. I know that Jor Raptor dropped a video for it.
With drug discovery tools powered by Dell AI Factory with NVIDIA.
Ghost of Yota is releasing on October 2nd, and we have a new trailer, blog post, and an interview that reveals a ton of information about the game. We learned about a new weapon type, both returning and new activities, and some
I'll be right back.
features.
Alright, turn them back. Give me a second. Wow, I'm sorry, I freaking love the music. I freaking love the music for Ryota.
Features that you might have missed. Because yes, Ghost of Yotei is changing more than you think, so let's go over all the new details. And let's start with the trailer, which gives us a ton of info on the main story of Ghost of Yotei, and it's going to be a tale of revenge. Atsu, our new protagonist, has had her family taken from her at a very young age by a band of outlaws called the Yotei 6. They then left the poor girl pinned to a tree with her father's katana, but somehow she survived. And now, 16 years after that incident, Atsu returns to the Ezo region to hunt down the Six and avenge her family. So these Yotei 6, the snake, the Oni, the Kitsune, the Spider, the Dragon, and Lord Saito will be your main antagonists for the story, and it's up to you to decide which one you take out first. Because unlike Ghost of Tsushima's linear story, you will choose.
I knew it. I said something about this. I knew it was gonna be a revenge story because something wasn't adding up. And two, shout out to a person on Twitter for translating everything. It's been awesome. I made a Ghost of Yotei video, but I left the link down his Twitter, I think, in my video. But I knew that something had to have happened for her to actually have a hit list, because I was like, yeah, she's wanted. It was yeah, she's wanted, and I'm like, yeah, she has a hit list. She's crossing out people's names.
Which leads to follow as you pick which Yotei 6 member you want to hunt down first, which makes it sound like you can go after them in any order. That means the sequel has a narrative structure more similar to how Assassin's Creed Shadows handled its targets, which does raise some worries. However, while I don't think the open-ended nature of Shadows' narrative did it many favors, that does not need to be the case for Ghost of Yotei. 6 targets is a lot less than 12, and if each is the time to develop,
it's a lot less than 12.
Into a proper and interesting villain, there is potential in picking your own targets too. The blog post also hints there are other dangerous targets and bounties to hunt down, which is another big departure from Ghost of Tsushima.
Yo, potatoes, what's good? See, I want to say, nah, no, yeah, this has to be the dragon. Because the spider was still alive, so yeah, this fight has to have happened, earlier on, because, there's fire right there, too, and plus, there's, orange, when she's, slicing the name out the blade.
Tsushima, where Jin had an allegiance to his lord and a common enemy in the Mongol invaders, Atsu seems to work more like a sellsword or a bounty hunter, chasing down dangerous criminals for vengeance and for personal gains. Or at least that's where she starts, as she'll of course meet new people and form new
I can't wait for this game
as the story progresses. I'm personally most excited to meet the Weapon Sensei, a new type of NPC that is able to teach Atsu new skills. In an interview, the developer stated that you can find teachers who will teach you how to use a weapon in a very organic way that you might see inside of samurai films, so you get to experience what it's like to grow as a martial artist along with Atsu. So while Jin was able to learn new sword techniques thanks to some of the mythic tales, Atsu will actually have to find a teacher that she will then train with in order to
master that. Okay.
The updated store page for the game.
So that's fire. So instead of Jin having to do the mythic tales to learn the different techniques, Atsu's gonna have to actually learn an organic way. Oh, that's fire. I'm already okay. So that means that someone's gonna have to teach her the dual katana stance.
Actually gives us to
unless she already has that.
Examples of new skills, those being unblockable strikes and the ability to disarm your enemies. On top of that, there are of course many new weapons to master, as unlike the Ghost, Atsu is not limited to a bow and a katana. The reveal trailer already showed dual katana.
which I'm going to be using a lot. The dual katana is my favorite stance.
Katanas, a kusarigama, an odachi, and a rifle. And this
wait, where do we see an odachi?
Shows her using a...
Wait, where do we see an odachi? I did not. Oh. Wait a minute. Let me go back to that trailer real quick. Hold on a minute, chat. Hold on a minute. Let me go back to that trailer real quick. Hold on. I want to bring up that other trailer. I'm going to start putting 2 and 2 together real quick. I know I shouldn't be doing that this early, but I'm going to do it. By the way, Potatoes, how are you? I will be, let me know when you want that, like, secret, like, hidden thing that I use for Spider-Man. Give me 1 second. I actually do want to go back to that trailer real quick. There's something in there that I actually do need to know. Because, like, he is an Odachi user.
Who are you? I thought we killed your whole family.
The snake.
Snake.
The Oni.
Oh! Wait, could the Oni be an Odachi user then? Yeah, this is the Oni. Yeah, the Oni has to be an Odachi user.
Rifle and this...
Yeah, that's confirmed. Yep. He has to be an Odachi user.
An Odachi and a...
Okay, so I'm gonna start putting 2 together. I think that all of the Yote 6 are gonna be specialized in a certain weapon that you're gonna have to use that weapon to beat them. But you can if you want to, is what I'm guessing. Not sure not sure about that, but like when you have brand new weapons and you're playing as a character, you have to master those weapons and fight that person with that weapon.
Rifle, and this new trailer also shows her using a spear known as a yari. While we don't know for sure, enemies using spears in Tsushima were very adept at breaking through Jin's guard, so I'm expecting a similar benefit now that we are able to use it ourselves. Also interesting is that we can see many of the weapon types Atsu is using reflected by the Yote 6, like one is wielding a rifle, one a...
Yep, I knew it. They specialize in a weapon. We're gonna have to fight them with their weapons, so that means that there's also a dual fight. So that means that there's also a dual katana user. We gotta fight these dudes with their own weapons and master their fighting style quick.
Kusarigama. Jordan already speculated we might need to earn these weapons from them, which makes the fact that we get to choose which one to go after first even more interesting. The Odachi is definitely highest on my list, but let me know what weapon you're most looking forward to in the comments. Oh, and if you enjoyed the video so far, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Okay, now let's talk about another new mechanic, as at the end of the trailer we see Atsu shift into a younger version of herself. This immediately reminded me of Jin's memories in the Iki Island DLC, but the blog post clarifies that it is a new gameplay mechanic that will allow you to glimpse Atsu's past and understand everything that was taken from her. The fact they specifically refer to it as a mechanic makes it sound pretty major, but it's likely tied to specific locations that are relevant to Atsu's past, like in the trailer example, we're visiting her old home. It does make a ton of sense to focus on Atsu's history though, as her actions in the present are heavily influenced by what happened in her past, so we need that information to connect with her as a character. We also learned about returning activities from Tsushima, like the rope walking segment from the new trailer made me think
Hey, can we have hot spring sauce? No, I'm joking.
The platforming shrines from the first game, and the updated store page also mentioned shrines as well as bathing in onsen, another returning activity, and sumi-e painting, a new addition for Yote. Like I mentioned earlier, there are targets with bounties on their heads you can hunt down, and the collector's edition also reveals a more playful pastime you can enjoy. There's
we get a
of
ghost
for
mask
a
too if you
game
get the
called
collectors?
Zeni Hachiki, which according to the description is a game of skill you'll play throughout Ghost of Yote. Let's just hope this does not turn into Yote's version of Gwent, or otherwise there is no hope we're ever getting the main quest done. There's another item called the Traveler's Map that hints at a new type of activity.
Yeah, I might end up getting that collector. I saw the ghost mask.
You get the early
Step back, back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
unlock for this in both the Digital Deluxe and the Collector's Edition, and it allows you to find statues throughout the world to upgrade your skills. Combine that with what we know about Weapon Sensei, and it sounds like exploration in Ghost of Yote will be incredibly rewarding, while also hinting at the fact that combat is going to be more complex, since we can now learn and upgrade skills for many different weapon types. And if at any point you need a break from the action, Sucker Punch have also confirmed that you'll be able to build a campfire anywhere in the open world for a rest under the stars. Which is again something new for Ghost, as we did not need to rest in Tsushima, so I wonder what the purpose of this activity is. Maybe it allows you to restock and change the time of day like the campfires in Horizon did, but now you don't have to look for one and you can just take a rest anywhere you want to. Or maybe it is just for practicing your shamisen skills, which, as I pointed out in an earlier video, is a nice parallel between Atsu and Jin. There are more of these parallels that have appeared with the new info, and for one I specifically want to look at the name of this new trailer, the Onryo's List. The Onryo, which is a vengeful spirit in Japanese, refers to Atsu. So
the Yote 6 revenge story. Atsu's gonna be going on a revenge story. The lady that Atsu was talking to in the house says that it's one, I think it was Centarainu, which means one that is simply lost in the hunt. Atsu is the Onryo ghost. Wait, hold up. So, oh, that's so fire. So she's the, okay, so they're gonna be calling her Onryo. She has a hit list. Vengeful Spirit, Onryo, right? That means that she is a that means that she's a vengeful ghost. So she is the vengeful ghost of Yote. That's so...
In a way, this trailer already confirms she'll eventually earn the title of Ghost. And that's not speculation, by the way, as the interview confirmed that the people of Ezo will start to believe Atsu is an Onryo, which is a folk-tale ghost that is an unstoppable force for vengeance. So similar to how Jin became larger than life to the people of Tsushima, Atsu is forming her own legend. But the fact that she's specifically known as a vengeful spirit is of course interesting, as it makes me believe this story will get much darker than Jin's. Another interesting parallel is the importance of family and how they still influence both protagonists even after they are gone. Jin, of course, had his father as the guiding winds and his mother as the songbird to guide him, and we already speculated that the wolf we've seen multiple times throughout the trailer
means
is
revenge.
Of clear importance to Atsu, but now we finally have confirmation why. The blog post confirms that the Tsuba, so the sword guard that's depicting two wolves, was made by Atsu's father, so this creature is clearly representative of him in some way. But where a wolf usually forms a pack with its family, this one is a lone hunter.
And with the wolf being there, it's kind of a... I mean, got a word
much like Atsu herself after losing her family. With how important animals were in Tsushima, I definitely think this is something significant, and the trailer seems to confirm that the wolf is also included in gameplay as well. So next to all these new weapons, it looks like we're also getting a wolf pet. And let's quickly go back to the contents of the game's special editions, as these confirm more returning features.
and probably somewhere at the end, I like it's not really. I can't really say like. Yeah, I don't actually. What am I saying? I can't really say. I haven't even played. We don't even I haven't like none of us have even played the game yet. But like, hold up. Rewind that for a second. Hold up. Let's go back for a second.
Herself after losing her family. With how Hunter, much like Atsu herself, usually forms a pack with its family, this one is a lone hunter, much like Atsu herself after losing her family. With how important animals were in Tsushima, I definitely think this one is a lone hunter, much like Atsu Wolves was made by Atsu's father, so this creature is clearly representative of him in some way.
Oh, so with her being alone, no pack, her meeting the wolf, and we're actually going with the wolf. I don't know, honestly. Because, like, now they're a pack of two. I don't know. There's something they could... I'm not sure. There's something they could do with that. Like, there's something that they could do with it. Because, like, it's cool. And probably... Well, okay. So, probably at the end of the game, she comes to conclusions. Okay, so you did all of this. The strength of the pack is the wolf. There's something there.
But where a wolf usually forms a pack with its family, this one is a lone hunter, much like Atsu herself after losing her family. With how important animals were in Tsushima, I definitely think this is something significant, and the trailer seems to confirm that the wolf is also included in gameplay as well. So next to all these new weapons, it looks like we're also getting a wolf pet. And let's quickly go back to the contents of the game's special editions, as these confirm more returning features. Armors will have alternate dice, as the Digital Deluxe Edition includes an alternate die for your starting armor, and sword kits and horse saddles are also returning cosmetic items.
Ooh, wait. I wonder if there's gonna be a chance for whatever ending we get. Like, depending on which ending we get. Once Atsu gets her ghost armor, if there's a good ending and a bad ending, where you have to go get the dyes from the dye merchant, whichever ending you get has to go with that one. So you get an all black one, possibly. Like if you want, like if you get a bad ending, or possibly the good ending, or like I was gonna say bad ending, and you get a white version of the ghost armor, if you or you get the white dye armor set, or you get the white dye for Atsu's armor if you do the good ending. I think that would be cool.
The charm system is back as well, although we don't know what charm exactly we're getting, and I imagine the system as a whole might have undergone some changes with how in-depth combat is shaping up to be. Also good to note is that the prices and pre-order dates for all these editions have been revealed. The base edition will be $70, and the Digital Deluxe Edition with some of the items I just mentioned will cost $80. The Collector's Edition, which among other things includes a physical replica of Atsu's mask, will be available for $250, and all editions go live for pre-orders on May 2nd at 10 AM local time. Don't forget to subscribe, as we'll be covering the game all the way to launch, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. You can also watch our previous video on all the big improvements that are coming in Ghost of Yotei by clicking on the screen, and I will see you in the next one.
This is the W
Goodbye.
video. W video. W video. That is a W video. Alright. I'm gonna hop on Rivals real quick. Potatoes, if you're still here, I'm gonna go ahead and give you that tag. Because there's some tech that I use. Well, there's not really much secret tech for this game, but like there's like some crazy amounts of things you can do with. I meant to send it to you. I just didn't have any time. Is that my college class? Cool. By the way, yes, I got the Storm skin. He is one of my mains in this game.
Life is hard sometimes, but at least maybe I can make it easier for other people. Pretty sure those are bad guys.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you this secret tech real quick. All right. Basically for me in my settings, I have most of it set to 0. Like, you want to make sure you have a 0 for the response time. These are like the settings that I use.
Pretty sure those are bad guys. Spider Fist is ready to punch. Gonna get sticky. Gonna get sticky.
But the one that I'm really more interested in right now is Panther. I absolutely love Panther.
You are my prey. We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
Hold on a minute, I want to try something. Oh wow, it doesn't work like that.
That's 3.
Wait, it doesn't work that way? Hold on a minute, let me try again. So if I dash.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Tremble before power.
6 in a row. Way to go.
Wakanda.
Unbelievable.
My aim is
Oh, yeah.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves. Blast. Guide my spear.
But yeah, to answer your question about the Bucky thing, why would they give this dude a buff when you can do stuff like that? You can two-shot anybody. That literally has 200 HP.
Wow, 4 in a row.
You mean to tell me that this dude needs a buff? You mean to tell me that this dude needs a buff?
Armed and dangerous.
You mean to tell me that this needs a buff?
Again. 3 in a row. Again. No. Again.
You mean to tell me that this is okay?
Again.
Just checking.
Again.
You mean to tell me that this needs a full-on buff?
No mercy.
He's gonna get banned more. I don't even play him. I've been squad wiped by him. He's terrifying.
Playtime's over. Nothing personal. Not so fast. Armed and dangerous. Again. Again. Incoming. Target neutralized.
He does not need a buff. He is fine. He is fine. He is perfectly fine. And yes, I got the remastered. So far, I'm liking the remastered team. But for now, though, chat, I am gonna go ahead and get something to eat. And yeah, there might be a video about Ghost of Yote soon. I want to make more. I want to make Ghost of Yote video. But I'll see you guys later, chat. I'm gonna get something to eat. Peace.